Okay, so we rejoin as the party, now having looted the bookshelves at the back of the Demi-Lich's lair, are going to begin walking straight out the front door, I assume? Or out the chamber door you just came in through.
However we get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we get out?
But
As
before,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
sorry, before we actually leave and go like out into the open, are we getting to that point yet?
Yeah, you're about to go through the first door.
Okay, I want to, as I walk out, squint and proclaim loudly, "Damn, sounds like a storm."
Wind's howling.
Okay.
What's the weather like?
You're in a forest, so it's currently sun-dappled, light cloud.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with storms are brewing.
Storm's coming.
Okay. I mean, sure.
Medallion's humming.
As you come out to the small edged mine where you entered initially, past he's going in. Past the now empty still well, unfortunately. You come out to a mid-afternoon, I'd say, at this point.
Well,
is there anything anyone would like to do?
Well, gentlemen, it's mid-afternoon. Perhaps we should consult our map and see how much further we have yet to travel.
Yeah.
It may be worth having another little tower, maybe a bit of kip.
Or rest, I think.
But
maybe, well, yes, I perhaps could conjure you up a tower if I just check my spell book here. And no, I need a long rest before I can conjure you a tower.
Or do you? One sec. And I pass Pyre a spell essence potion.
Yes, well, while I will take this from you with much gratitude,
I'm
afraid
still holding it as he's saying this.
and I take it as I'm saying it.
I try and wrestle it back out of his hands.
Okay, contested
Very
checking,
well.
guys. That's
No, I give in.
Okay.
You can keep it. Well, it's part of the wizard's code that we only learn a certain number of spells to use per day. And this tower, I mean, I could enlarge you so we could sleep in your asshole, but that's about it.
Well, there's no need. We can just sleep out in the open, just set up some tents.
Also, you were consulting your map to see how much further you had to go.
That's right.
You've only got about 15 more miles to get to Forest Edge.
Well,
15 miles.
That's like
Ranger?
a day.
Ranger, how long would it take us to travel? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. I was just checking. You go.
Salt my memory.
Okay, as you think about it, you, with your ranger skills, I believe it allows you to move twice as fast through terrain because you can pathfind for it, basically. So realistic.
If you say so.
I'm gonna go with it to allow a bit faster. It's getting through difficult terrain, isn't it? But the forest would count as that.
Difficult terrain, yeah.
Yeah, including when leading the party.
I think we can safely assume that a ranger would be able to.
Yeah.
I was going to say, wouldn't we all know how far we could travel in a day? Considering we are quite skilled adventurers now. We've done a lot of travelling.
You do teleport most places.
Oh, and because we're not slowed by difficult terrain. I'm still alert to danger, even if I'm foraging or whatever, navigating.
I think the main thing about a ranger is that we can move cross country without getting lost and without being detected.
Yeah. So you reckon it would take you about 3 hours if you put in a good whack?
And what time is it now? 2.
Mid-afternoon, so like 3, 4.
Yeah, we can make it before sundown.
Yeah, we can get there and have a brew.
I might inform you that I am low on spells, so if we bump into any trouble, we may have trouble.
I don't mind stopping. I'm happy to. Campaign.
I shall follow the ranger.
Gentlemen, if you did want to have a kip, we have just cleared that cavern behind us, and I have and I'll present this to you with much fanfare, I should expect. 3 rods.
Pardon?
I have
Go on.
3 rods,
One
which
for each of you to sit on.
I could carefully stack up by the doorway, all on top of each other or across it, or who knows what, so nothing could enter the room.
These
And
rods of yours.
these
They are
rods, you may remember, Pyre, are completely immovable.
Yes, I do remember. I studied these when I was in Ainor University College London, and they are very powerful artifacts indeed. In fact, one might not even need 3 to himself. One might find oneself generous enough to gift one to an artifact hunter.
I
Have
let
lost
that go
you?
completely over my head.
So are we going to take a long rest in the well room, barring the doors?
What do you think, Khan?
I will camp outside in a tree and keep
Right, you are.
look out.
Okay.
I head back to the room.
You would also probably
Oh.
remember.
Oh, wait.
It's
I think he's still
He's
there.
back.
yeah. You guys will probably remember the Elven Forest is remarkably safe because there are patrols going through it of elves.
I'm a
For some-
very frightened elf.
Okay.
Shake
Because
it up from those
every
devils.
time I go to sleep, I either get sexually assaulted, my organs harvested, or little kids that look like little monsters trying to stab me in my bum. So
What's that one?
when we were in the tower, we got raided by
The devils.
demons, devils.
Oh,
By
right.
the way, I'm going to have to. By the way, about every 5 minutes, I'm going to have to reconnect to Discord. So
That's fine.
it's the best I can do with what I've got.
So, Pyre, are you coming in with me?
Coming in where, Minstrel?
Back into the room with the well?
Well, I'm not sure if I trust that place. Our ranger friend here knows how to set up a good camp in the wilderness, and I have no aversion to that. We could have a nice fire.
Can I enter the room and see if I still get any evil watchy feeling?
You get this. Oh, you're entering it again another day. Hang on.
Is it still
Minstrel
open?
is downed.
You take
Did we-
6
sorry-
points of damage re-entering it.
What was that?
You take 6 points of necrotic damage. However, you don't feel as watched this time,
Ow!
as
That
if the
hurt.
effect is fading.
I mean, it feels a bit safer in here, but I don't like the fact that this doorway keeps hurting me. So maybe, yes, maybe we should set up camp. Does anyone have a tent?
I think so in my pack.
Okay.
Perhaps we should set up a
Yes.
tenty boy.
I
Maybe
happen to
I'll
have a two.
forage.
I happen to have a 2-person tent, but perhaps with clever use of the branches of the trees and your immovable rods, we could set up some kind of a perimeter. In fact, I even happen to have the alarm spell, which, if I double check it,
Just requires any form of trigger.
I'm checking if it's a ritual spell, because if it's not, then I don't have it memorized.
It is a ritual
Alarm
spell.
fight. It is a ritual spell?
It takes 1 minute to set up, and you need a small bell.
Does
I'll let
anybody
you
happen
get
to
away
have...
with I'll let you get away
yes.
with a silver wire.
So we could...
I pull
Go
out Aboleth in a jar and ask him if he's got a bell.
He's now going to try to meet your eye in the jar as it comes there. Why would you think I have anything? What is wrong with you? I live in a small ball. And also, you said you were going to let me go. When is that happening?
What month is it next month, DM?
Next month would be, because we are currently in calendar. It would be Octus.
On the 4th of Octis, I will release you. We have to make some preparations first.
Okay. It's currently the 22nd of Septis.
Yep.
Oh no, 23rd. Sorry, counting.
Can I do a some kind of a check on this creature?
You could make a history check if you wanted to.
History, okay. That's a +8.
+8. Okay, so roll a d20.
Yeah. I'll have done it in about half an hour.
Yeah,
So
you
type this all on my phone. Might be easier if someone else does it. To be honest, have I done that in the
13.
right?
You have done that in the right chat. Okay, 13.
Nice.
You recognise that Minstrel appears to be talking to a snow globe because you've seen it before, but you're not, from your memory of this type of creature, it's something much older than even your.
He knows it's an aboleth because I've told him several
Oh, if he
times.
knows it's fair enough. In that case, your knowledge of aboleth is limited. However, you know they are possibly older than the gods themselves.
Can I, without wanting to labour this too much, can I do some form of like an insight check to detect whether or not this creature has ill intent towards its master?
You really don't need
May I
to do that. Even base knowledge of aboleth know they care for nothing but themselves. This thing is doing everything it can to get out of the ball.
So it's a nihilist.
It's pretty much the original evil.
Minstrel, I'm not sure you should ever consider letting that creature free. In fact,
Really, what?
I think even having it on your person is a great risk to our party.
I
What I would
shove it
suggest-
very, very quickly deeply into the bag of holding and shut the bag
You also,
say-
as it once again goes through here, you bastard!
and say, now he's out of earshot, I never intend to release him. He's quite good fun to torment.
What I would suggest
you,
doing with it is throwing it in the sea.
Minstrel, do
Sorry.
you converse with this creature in any way?
Yes, we've got a link between our minds. He projects his thoughts into me. He just called me a bastard. But when I say set him free, I'm currently toying with the idea of burying him somewhere.
I see. I will say from my small knowledge of arbalests that everything you do, he's probably already planned. So I wouldn't trust this little moth too much.
Could always tie it to an arrow I have, and you could fire him into the sea.
You could fire him into the sun, and then he would burn.
What do you think
I
the range of a
love-
longbow is?
Well,
So-
I think it's like 300 feet, 600 maybe.
Yeah, it's like 600. I know that because one of my characters in my DM thing
One.
can hit anything at 600 feet with like a +10, and it makes me very angry.
Okay.
I also, gentlemen, I've given this much thought, and you guys have become great companions of mine as I walk around, getting material for my next song. And I'd like to give you both a small token of my appreciation.
Okay.
Yes.
Fire's eyebrows
Come on.
raised.
What is your favourite colour?
Blue.
And I take out of my bag one blue giant riding lizard egg and
Fair
hand
enough.
it to him.
Thank you.
And Pyre, I assume you would want red, the colour of fire?
Have you got anything salmon?
No salmon. I've got red, green, and black.
Well, I guess red is the closest to salmon.
And
Maybe you
I
want the
hand
pink
him
one?
a red giant riding lizard's egg.
Okay.
And I explained to them both. Now, I did have a look at these and find out how to hatch them and, tame them. There's something about the sun. I think they need leaving out in the sun.
I see.
You want to make a
You mean
history
they
check
need
to try and
fire?
remember?
I'm
Yes,
gonna put
they need to
my-
be warm.
Yes, search your memories a bit harder, Minstrel.
Can I do a history check, Craig?
Do a history check, yes.
It's been a while since I even thought about these eggs.
No, I can't remember either.
I think you picked him up back when Doris disappeared into the underground fish
Right.
people's lair.
Hmm.
It's +4 proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm back. Did you hear what I said about casting Firebolt on it?
Yes.
You can try that if you want, but I wouldn't recommend it. 'Cause that's an attack, not heating them. Okay, 12. You recall vaguely what you found out, that you would need to heat them probably to about sun temperature, and you would need some barding to tie them, because they would be feral as they first hatched. Most lizards are not raised by their parents, so they aren't muling useless infants.
How big are
How-
these eggs?
Yeah, I was going to ask that. How? Because
Your eggs at the moment, I'd say if you take a pint glass and just round that out.
fuck
they're
me,
not-
that's bigger than I thought. But I thought I was handing them like chicken eggs.
No. Like, yeah, proper egg size.
Like an ostrich egg or something.
Yeah, ostrich egg is probably a good basis to go through.
Cool.
Red lizard egg. Very well. I shall not cast Firebolt on it upon your advice. I assume it was Minstrel whose booming voice came to me from the skies and told me not to cast Firebolt on the egg.
It might have been the Aboleth.
Might
Maybe
have been your
the quite
memories.
shut.
With your own
Perhaps
mind.
he's friendly to us.
He tries. Okay, so we're setting up camp for the evening, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
sitting there quietly playing my ocarina and looking aside, reading a history of smut.
I want to go forage for some food.
Okay. So I
And
need
I'm
a survival
going-
check from Khan.
Just enough for today.
Sure.
And I'm going to read the entomology of Nagas.
Okay. So, 22. You're going to forage way more than you could possibly eat today, Khan. Because you get double, don't you?
Yeah.
You've picked up about 30 pounds of assorted fruit and nuts.
Feast for us.
He hasn't
boys.
hunted any meat. What about the game?
I was only
You're going
foraging.
foraging.
You can
Can
forage
go
for
hunting.
game.
I'll go hunting as well. I could.
Okay, one more survival check for hunting. And Pyre, by this point, you're probably going to have... Are you reading it for the entire 4 hours you wouldn't need to sleep?
I'd written it as 3 out of 10. So
Fair
I've
enough.
got
You can
7
have 4 hours, yeah. At this point, you're going to have discerned far more information about Nagas, where they originally come from. They're created by powerful spellcasters, normally to serve some
create-
form of purpose, and you're going to know that killing them isn't easy.
Is Khan here then, or is he out hunting?
Khan is currently out hunting.
All right, I say to Minstrel then, well, according to this book, Nagas are created. They're not born. Created by a powerful being. You wouldn't happen to know any powerful demigod-like beings?
Erevan
Snake-like?
Isale. No. Illicir.
Yeah, you had it right. yeah,
Shartan, the Deceiver. I've read all about him as I flash him Shartan the Deceiver book.
And Khan, you're going to come back with a deer with, what's the best way to describe this? Ram horns? If you
Ooh.
imagine the thick spiraled horns.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
dear.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
When he was out, did he manage to forage anything like berries?
Fruit. Yeah.
Fruit
Fruits.
and nuts, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Would count. Berries would count. Yeah. I've got 30 pounds of it. If you...
30 pounds of that and about a 60-pound deer.
Can I take some of the berries?
You may. How much do you want?
And have we got a fire going yet?
You do have a fire going by now?
if
Okay,
you
I
don't,
would like to boil up the berries,
I also have 2 pounds of mushrooms still left over.
and I want to be making eye contact with both of them while I'm doing this, gleefully.
Okay.
And I'm going to boil up the berries and then kind of strain them out, almost like pour them into mugs for us all. And then in each mug, I'm going to use my stirring stick
Ooh.
and make them nice and icy. And I'm going to turn to the others and say, "I've made you some tea. Oh, look at me. Just before we rest at Minstrel's behest."
Okay. What you've actually made is probably far closer to like iced blackcurrant.
Yeah, just iced fruit smoothie kind of stuff.
And I'd like to follow that with an apology and say it would have been better if you managed to forage some tea.
I'll have a better look next time.
To be fair, you can make tea out of pine needles.
I'm going to warm up my smoothie, my iced smoothie, before I drink it.
I will drink it cold in appreciation.
I say as I glug my drink. What's his Pyre?
Brain freeze.
Oh, sorry. Oh, bit of brain freeze, you see. While we're shooting the shit around this campfire, would you like to take a look at this Derek's magic sword?
Close enough.
Do you mean close enough? That's what it's listed as.
Yeah, I know.
Magic sword, you say?
Yes, if you
Yes.
recall, it was that beautiful piece that skeleton fellow, may God rest his soul, was carrying.
I do not recall, but I am an adventurer and I do get a lot of head injuries and drink a lot of ale, so handed.
Oh, we lost him.
Sorry?
I assume I
You went
You're
quiet.
Your voice has changed as well. Oh, he's gone.
Hello?
Hello.
That's better.
When did I cut off?
Hand me.
Yeah, I want to identify it using identify as a ritual.
Okay.
So I walk over to him slowly and I say in a sing-song voice, I hand you this sword. It's magical, I'm assured, for you to inspect. I wish I had a beck.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Really?
Well,
You ran out at the end there, didn't you?
What the hell rhymes with inspect?
Well, I
Well,
must
Lonnie's
say,
doing
Minstrel, this is a most fascinating artifact. I will be most grateful to take this off your hands. Have you got a scabbard for me to keep this in?
Well,
Okay.
perhaps you should inspect it first.
Very well.
Okay. So you're using Identify to do that, aren't you? I just need to double check some rules with Identify. I know you have to be holding it, so.
Minstrel, would you like to play some dice?
Oh,
And so sitting down,
would a bear like to shit in the woods?
maybe.
Okay.
Probably.
So,
The Pope shite in the woods.
so Pyre, as you're using Identify to calculate, or I suppose the title word of Identify, the sword, you currently establish that there is an effect placed on it which is being suppressed by the well water. The well water would be adding the 1d8 radiant damage. However,
Yes.
until this fades, it'll be impossible to identify the underlying effect.
Well, this is most interesting. I can detect magic from this, and I can detect that it is a fascinating artifact. But
You're also going to note that the well effect on any item it's enchanted is going to fade after 48 hours.
That sounds good to me, Khan. Would you like to augment this bet? Perhaps you would like to, if you
Hold
win,
on a
draw
second.
one of my magic cards.
hold on a second.
Oh, could.
I
yeah.
just want to tell you guys that I'm on a phone here and I'm struggling. Can we do one thing at a time?
So, Pyre, you've identified the magical sword. The effect is going to fade after 48 hours, at which point you'll be able to work out what the underlying effect is, the original one,
Right.
not the magic one.
I share this information with Minstrel, and I kindly ask him if I may keep the sword.
Well, I don't suppose I have any use of it. I don't want to be the pack mule of the party, so perhaps it is best you keep hold of it. What say you, Khan?
No, it's fun by me. I've got weapons I'm happy with. So.
And now I slap the table and say, "How about this game of dice, then?"
Where did you get a table?
Very well.
Yeah, right. So log was sitting
I,
on.
I slap it, and I walk over to the nearest tree and slap my hand against a tree.
Yes, I just
Cast,
wondered.
So 100
cast-
gold pets.
And the winner
Yeah.
draws a card.
Winner or
Okay.
loser?
Well, loser draws a card, I guess. Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy to have that. Yeah.
So if you're proficient with dice games, you can add your proficiency, but roll flat d20s.
No, I'm just D20. Oh,
What do I-
19.
What do I call
One sec,
this
one sec.
sword?
Proficiency.
Just call it Derek's sword for now. Ooh, some calm wind.
Thank you.
And I hand over 100 gold.
Okay, so who's drawing the card? I shall pull the camera up.
12079 minus 100. Did we agree loser?
Loser draws card. Yeah.
Okay.
Feel free to tell me to shuffle as many times as you like.
Yeah, let me pull the camera up.
Wait, hold on. You're doing the deck.
He's declaring a draw. Are you just declaring one, or do you want to do more?
Eat a dick. I'm doing one.
Okay, it's fine. I'm just asking.
I'd say I'm just getting my camera up. Oh, for fuck's sake! Why are you being such a pain in the? Return to
If
app.
you're going to complain about technology being a pain in the dick, try using your phone to fucking do Discord on.
I
see
think-
what-
Nine reminds me to crop this bit.
I was thinking Minstrel might have tried to sleight of hand his roll or something. Try and cheat.
Right. Okay.
How many
Uh,
shuffles?
Shuffle 3 times.
One, cut, cut, cut. Restack. Cut, cut, cut. And wash.
Oh, I can see it. The Discord's working. I can see the video.
Good, good. Okay, which card?
I would like. I'm not looking forward to this. I would like the.
Once we actually pull it up on the item list so I know which one's which.
Could be really good.
6th card down.
6th, okay.
Yeah, I'm drawing 1 card.
One single solitary card.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Two of Hearts.
Oh, I haven't had that one.
The Two of Hearts is
Oh, you
the
did.
gem. Stupid thing. Gem. 20 pieces of fine jewelry worth 2,000 gold. On your choice, 25 pieces of jewelry at 2,000 each, or 50 gems worth 1,000 each.
50 gems.
Okay. So you get an assortment of 50 gems, we'll say 10 diamonds, 10 rubies, 10 emeralds, 10 sapphires,
Oh, the diamonds.
10
quite handy.
diamonds,
Some
rubies.
and then 10. That's 4, isn't it?
Right, diamonds, rubies, emeralds,
Sapphires,
sapphires. That's 4.
garnets.
You know, Minstrel, those diamonds are very
Oh, no. Say pearls,
handy
not.
for rich.
Yeah, they're useful for spells, those diamonds.
Say
Yeah,
pearls instead of.
Garnets, because they're actually used in spellcasting. So I've
Although,
given you reasonable items.
can I ask, at what point do you actually need ingredients for a spell?
If it is a ritual or it values a cost to cast it.
Oh, so all this time I've been casting rituals without the ingredients.
Yep, you need the ingredients for a ritual or if it has an associated value cost. I.e.,
Oh.
if when Merrick needed a holy symbol worth at least 250 gold pieces, that's why he enhances one back in Dwarf Home.
I just want to say, Minstrel's eyes have lit up as these diamonds rain down from the heavens on him, and
They appear at your feet.
he's completely amazed, and he starts screaming, "I'm rich! Whoa, richer! I'm rich!"
Well, hello there.
I think we're all
Hello,
quite
Rich.
We're all quite wealthy people.
And then
I am.
I catch Khan's eye, who presumably would be looking a little bit disappointed.
No,
No,
Oh, then
You
okay.
didn't draw the card.
I don't need the money. So
Can I tell how Pyre's feeling?
just
He's How's
He's
he
just
react?
gemstones
I
rain
am
from the sky.
Pyre is looking in awe at these gems. He doesn't feel any negative will towards you, but he does have a great desire for these gems.
Why don't you offer him a draw of the cards? He could get the same one.
Well, to start with, I'm going to give Pyre, my trusty fire-obsessed friend, 4 of each.
Okay, so you get 4.
Oh, hold on, wait for him to come back.
You back?
Yeah, I got that. 4 of each. What
So
was
you
it?
get diamond, ruby, sapphire, emerald, pearl, each valued at 1,000.
Oh my god! So that's what 16,000 gold.
If you sold them, yeah, but they're useful for spellcasting.
So 4 times. Sorry, you have to tell me again. Diamond.
Diamond, ruby, sapphire, emerald, pearl. Basically all the Pokemon games between 3rd and 2nd generation. 3rd and 4th, sorry.
Sapphire, emerald, pearl. Well, this is a most fascinating gift. Perhaps I could hire someone to craft these into my own artifact that I can leave in a dungeon for thousands of years for someone like myself to find. How could I possibly
you have to
repay
let
you?
him age.
How could I possibly repay you for this generous gift, young minstrel?
Well, Pyre, I mean, just keep doing as you're doing. I've grown to like your company.
You could play him in a game of dice.
I would like to cast Enlarge on minstrel.
Okay, he now sits at 12 feet tall, I believe.
Spend an evening as a giant.
And I'll
Gotta
start
sleep.
stamping around loudly.
You've got to sleep in your tent somehow now. You're sleeping.
It's going to be fun.
I could always just cast Reduce on you. I've got one more spell slot at that level.
You could end that one
Or
and then
can't I
cast
just,
it.
hold on, can't I just cancel my
Yeah,
spell?
you can end it when you want.
I'm
Oh, right, okay.
shaking a nearby tree aggressively and stamping my feet.
A large number of owls fly out of it.
I try and catch an owl.
No.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hands.
It's weird. It's completely random when it decides to disconnect.
Yeah, annoying.
I
18.
would try and.
You managed to
I would
catch a
try and-
handful of owls.
Oh my god!
I now
What did
lob
I miss?
the owls out.
That's about 5. What did you do with them?
I'm now going to lob them as far as I can.
Okay, athletics check for me, with advantage because you're enlarged.
Athletics, 1d20.
You can fly, so you might have to throw them at the ground.
Oh no, I just want to accelerate them. I want them to be the
Yeah.
world's quickest owls.
Well, they're silent flies.
Which way are you throwing them?
Straight up.
Straight up in the air. Okay, as the owls head probably about 70, 80 feet directly up in the air before catching their own
Wait.
breeze.
Hold on. Can I do something quickly?
Sure.
Can I use my last level 3 spell slot to cast haste on one of the owls?
They're being thrown, so it wouldn't go any further.
Ah,
Cast haste on minstrel, maybe that speed them up.
Not really, because it's still the force he's applying, not the speed he's throwing them at.
That
dear
sucks.
joy.
And I want to let out a mighty bellow of Grog strong.
Grog?
And
we're
then
camping out in the woods here. Don't
I'm
let
gonna
everyone know we're here.
look around and realise I've gotten a bit carried away, and I'm still very. Oh, I'm tired. I think I'm done now, Pyre. Can you can I be normal size again?
Very well. And I clap my hands twice in quick succession and cancel the spell.
You slowly shrink down, 80 style, going slightly too small, then back up to full size.
I hope those owls are okay.
They'll be
We will
fine.
find that out later.
I don't think they're made for fast flight, so they might have a few injuries.
Oh dear. Anything else we want to do this evening in Kent before we come to the next morning?
I just need
I
to
would
sleep.
like to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got to sleep for 4 hours in a long rest, which seems not enough, but still. Okay, so everyone can restore to full hit points, with the exception of Pyre, who's still down those 3.
I think I remember having 3 less. at one point as well.
No, you got.
Yeah,
Sure, I
what-
had something happen.
Yeah,
yeah. I think
happened.
Sean
you had-
did.
Oh no, you watered yourself, didn't you?
Oh yeah, and it went away.
I think.
Yeah,
Did
when
it
he
go
went
in?
all the way
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Right, and I leveled, so I've got higher hit points now. So
I'd like to, when we wake up in the morning, say to Minstrel, you know, ever since. Oh God, what was it that made me lose 3 hit points?
Dust the Demi-Lich spat out.
Ever since the dust the Demi-Lich spat out on me, I've not been feeling quite myself. I've got this terrible stomach pain and this constant headache. I wonder if I might take one of those potions of yours. Maybe it will cure what ails me.
I would like to. Hold on. would like- To give both Pyre and Khan 5 of the potions each
5, okay.
of
So
magic.
you've got
thank you
Yeah.
very much.
5 vials of magic well water each.
Nice. I would like to drink one.
Okay. You drink it, you feel healthier than you have been, and you can add onto your constitution modifier a 1. But
I've
it
already
doesn't
done
risk.
that once.
How long does that last, by the way?
It would have worn off at your long rest.
Cool. Okay.
So
Hold on.
you just don't need to change
What
it if you haven't taken it off yet.
Are you talking to me right now?
Yes.
Yes, you just drank
So,
one.
yeah, so I get another one on my constitution
No,
on
no,
top
no.
of the.
That you don't bother taking the other one off because it fades on the long rest. So
Oh,
it
I
would have
see.
faded
So it
and you've
doesn't last-
refreshed it. It doesn't
Oh,
last forever,
okay.
no.
Am I back up to 57 HP now, though?
You are not.
Oh, okay. My goodness, that appears to have cured my headache a little, but the stomach ache, I just can't seem to get past it. I can't seem to shit anything solid for the past however many days it's been since that lich.
About 12
Hopefully
hours.
you've been eating plenty of that food I brought in. That's roughage.
I have a sudden thought, and
Okay.
I'm going to scramble to my feet and pull my shirt up,
Okay.
No
and
one
then
wants
I'm
to see that.
going to withdraw a vial of magic well water and pour it on my dragon scar.
Okay. As it holds there for a short while in the scars, it does appear to fade them to begin with. They are faded, not gone.
I found a treatment. My pristine elven skin is nearly back.
Well, let's see if it works again.
And also, I'm not an elf.
You're a half elf.
Well, you still got maybe still inherited that part of the elven.
Yeah, the best part.
You
of
still
being
have
an
the
elf.
smooth, baby, soft skin of an elf.
And I can have that if I wish.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, they saw.
I forgot what form I was in. I might still be
You
in my-
turned back into a
Changeling.
moon elf.
Ah.
After you panicked when they could see what you actually look like.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Anything else before we leave camp and begin heading to the forest edge?
Just gonna eat some more of my food, my berries.
I look at Pyre and go, last night it was a real missed opportunity.
That
Trying
must
to,
be this opportunity, do you say?
trying to make the world's fastest owl. I forgot you handed me a magic scroll of enhanced ability. I could have thrown it even further.
Might want to save that. Shall we go find these people that
Oh,
may
yeah,
or may not
yes.
want us to do anything with this dragon?
Yes,
And not tell them
yes.
for now.
We best keep it on the down low until we know what's happening.
Yes.
And I would like to play us a merry song as we trek through the forest.
Oh,
But I'm not
follow
gonna.
me.
I'm not gonna play it out.
Okay, good.
Maybe
'cause
I'll.
your
Maybe I'll.
flute playing is terrible. Okay, you spend about 2 hours getting out the forest. It's nice, peaceful. You can hear small creatures running around still. You'd pass
Can I
one.
can I see any rats?
Make a survival check. 21. You do in fact hear a few rats.
I want to catch them.
Okay, sleight of hand or acrobatics, your choice.
I want to help him. I like catching animals.
With assist from Khan, so advantage. 20 total. You managed to catch 4 rats.
They gave the rat bag.
Okay, 4 more. Add it up to your total.
How many rats have you got now, Minstrel?
6 rats.
Okay.
Their names are Roger, Reginald.
You've got to run out of R's before you get to 100.
That's my grandfather's name.
Probably like the best.
Rivita,
Probably
Ronald.
one of the best items we've got as a party.
Rat bag.
Ratata.
Rats.
I think that was one of the first items we got. Isn't it?
Yeah, it was in the early stage.
Quick, Pyre, give me another name beginning with R.
Raticate?
Radagast.
Radish.
Radagast.
Radagast.
Got it.
As you are leaving the forest, you run into a elven patrol who have been on duty since this morning. Hail, friends. How goes it?
I respond in Elvish. Very well, thank you. How are you?
He now will also respond in Elvish. Ah, I see we have a native speaker. I'm fine, thank you. Are you coming from the festival in Rivermouth?
No.
Yes, I say in Elvish.
Was that
Can
yes or
I,
no we had that?
That was both at the same time. So
Yeah.
I'm going to catch Khan's eye and go, yes.
I see. Well, be careful on your way home, fellas. It's odd you've strayed so far from the path.
Can I give these guys a bit of a visual examination to see if any of them are magic users?
Go ahead. Make a... I'm going to say you're just visual, so perception.
Oh, you're going to make me walk all the way over. Can somebody else do it for me? I've got a +5. Somebody roll me a 1d20 +5, please.
I got it.
Yeah. I got it. Oh.
I was going to say I had it pasted.
Wait, did you?
22.
What did you say?
He can have a 22.
Perception?
Perception, yeah.
Oh, in that case, it's a +1, not a +5.
Oh,
My
right.
bad.
Well,
Okay, so
18.
18. So,
18.
with that, you spot that there's probably what appears to be one cleric standing in the group. Elven cleric in the center of the group, surrounded by probably 2 fighters and 2 rangers, if you want to class them.
I would like to say, greetings, mundanes. What brings you here?
Okay. We're just on our rounds. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Who are we looking for? Does anyone in the party remember?
A dragon?
No, we're going to go
Can't
speak
remember.
to someone about it. Can we refer to the note and get the name of who we're looking for?
You're
Ah, yes. Let me just find it in my pack. Yes, here it is. I shall now read it in the voice of Craig.
sure. You're to report to the Forest Edge Hunters for details on the job.
Gentlemen, I don't suppose you know the way to the Forest Edge Hunters?
Ah, the Hunters Association there. You'll just want to find your way towards the cloud of smoke as you head south from here.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. May fortune be upon
Favour you.
you. As I I go to chuck him a coin purse containing 100 gold.
Okay, so very kind of you, sir. Have you look familiar? Have we met before? I believe I saw you coming through with a large orcish gentleman a while back.
I would like to look him up and down and cast my mind's eye back.
Make a history check.
+5.
Are we still conversing in Elvish? Is that...
I assume so.
No, I was talking in common.
Fair enough. Well, they also speak common, so that's fine. Minstrel, you're going to remember this is one of the guards who showed you through Hollow Tree when you were there the first time.
Yes, I believe we met in Hollow Tree with these gentlemen's predecessors.
Yes, your poor friend didn't quite do so well. Still, he's made a very nice addition to Hollow Tree's cities.
Yes, can I just inquire, actually? You've just sparked my memory. Don't suppose you still have a griffin called Griff in employment there?
Ah, we do. He's recently become a breeding partner for his services.
I
He's
have
retiring recently.
I have actually heard some rumours about this creature on my travels. He has actually, the small folk have accused him of preying on their young. Now, it could be hearsay, but I would.
Are you lying to him?
Yeah, make a deception check, because I don't remember mentioning that to you.
Nearly did that wrong. Oh, shit!
Ooh.
Shit!
Damn.
He's going to look at you quizzically before saying he doesn't really fly out too much anymore. He mostly impregnates females before retiring for the day.
I think I want to blurt out. You minstrel, you must be thinking of that other griffin.
Anyway, he's going to go back to what he was saying before and mention Balador's burial, which is what I was getting to, but I'll wait for Pyre to come back because it was his original character.
Yes, it could have been some other wild griffin, perhaps. I mean, you know how these things are.
Yeah,
But
forgetful.
you know the small folk and their stories they tell. Ha 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 ha.
I'm going to have
Hello,
another
friends.
deception check for that.
Oh,
Also, why were you trying to kill Griff?
He wouldn't
18.
eat Balador.
Okay. 18. He's going to say, yes, probably just some ludicrous rumor you've heard. There's
You
probably a rock or something flying about and they've mistaken it for a griffin.
Us bards.
And
storytellers.
as I think he's probably DC'd at this point. Oh well. So what we're going to do, I'll describe Balador's thing now, and if he asks, he can listen to this back later. Yes. Anyway, your friend Balador, his body was quite nutrient-rich. We've actually managed to create a outside dormitory for visiting dignitaries. It has been named after your friend, so Balador Hall now exists just outside Hollow Tree.
I look a bit upset and I say, I think he would have preferred the halls of Glom, but if that's what you've named it, I suppose it's too late now.
I don't really rename things that's outside my purview, but if you would like me to take a note to the higher-ups, I'm certain we could try to rename it.
No, it's quite okay. I wouldn't want to cause any more hassle.
I see. Well, very good, yes. If you just head south, you'll spot the smoke coming off Forest Edge. They're always burning and smoking their meats. It's pretty easy to see.
What say you, Pyre? Shall we venture forth?
You know I can't do his voice.
Pyre, what? Pyre! And I'm waving my hand in front of his blank expression. Well, he's wearing a mask, but
Yeah.
in front of Pyre! Khan! Pyre
Appears to have slipped into a coma.
seems to be having some kind of vision.
No, I think
These sorcerers.
he must be thinking about his magic spells too strongly. He's concentrating too hard. So we better lead him.
Yes,
on our way to-
perhaps you should take
I
one
must
side and I should take the other, and we should gently escort our friends on the
Yes.
path. Ever so sorry about this gentleman. He's a peculiar fellow. My
Yes,
dear friend Pyre.
I guessed by the large metal mask covering his face. That or he's just hideous.
I might find out one day. I've been meaning to check.
I see. Well, very good. I shall see you around if you're ever back this way.
Pleasure to see you. May fortune smile upon you always. Would you like a song?
They're very quickly going to be disappearing into the forest at that mention.
Maybe they've heard your songs before.
I'm gonna give Pyre another
I'm back.
wave in front of his face. I'm like, Pyre, what could you see? What vision has plagued your mind?
Well, I was. I don't know if you noticed by the look on my face, but I was channeling Puck and just having a look around us.
Ah,
From a
I
great
see.
height.
For a moment, I thought you were having some mystical vision.
Yes, I was through Puck. I was looking at the landscape around us and seeing if there were any dragons flying through the sky
Sure.
with
Also,
a taste of vengeance on their tongue.
Also, Pyre, very quickly, I rolled your portents for you because I realised we hadn't done it yet. So you've got a 16 and a 7 to use.
Okay, 16 and a 7. Yep.
Okay. So, with that, as your party now departs from the elves who've run into the forest at the
I'd already
thought of
left.
minstrel singing, and begin heading south. After about an hour, you can see some smoke coming off a nearby settlement.
I sense fire.
Well, they say there's no smoke without fire.
But that is also what we're looking out for, the nice little smoke trails from our hunter friends. Or my hunter friends. That I've
Okay.
probably never met.
Maybe not. Okay. So, as you begin descending towards the village, there's a large, you notice, and I mean large, like built up 20-foot wooden smokehouse in the middle. It's obviously been designed to smoke and preserve meat because there's a large amount of smoke billowing out the top of it. You'll notice most of the buildings are small huts and fairly simple builds, except for one small stone building at the far side of the town. As you come close towards the town, you can see mostly you have Dragonborn and a few odd elves, as well as a few dwarves and humans scattered about.
I would like to. Can I see who the nearest passerby is?
That would be a Dragonborn currently sitting on a chair with a bow and arrow.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Yes, how can I help you?
Hi there. I don't suppose there's anywhere to catch a pint round here.
You'll be looking for the stone building, the Hunter's Hall.
Brilliant. What's your name?
Oh, me, I'm Tonus.
Tomnus. Nice to meet you. May fortune forever be in your favour. As I hand him 50 gold.
Goodbye, Mr. Tubbs.
One, I said Tonus. And
Goodbye,
secondly,
Yes. Goodbye,
I'm taking the 50 gold from you.
Goodbye, Mr.
as
Tubbs.
he quickly tucks it into his jacket before resuming to watch out down the road.
That's like
Let's
6
head-
months' wages.
Yeah, it is.
Just gave the guards 100.
I'd like to
Yeah.
mention to Tomnus to keep his eyes on the sky. Keep your eyes on the sky, Tomnus, for there are dragons about.
With two of them. However, we haven't seen the black one for a while.
The black dragon is... Craig, is that the one we killed?
You killed a red one.
Yeah. Rolled.
Have you perhaps seen a red dragon recently?
Not for the last 3 days, but it might just be resting for the time being. They tend to sleep a long time.
Has it
I
been
can
causing
ex-
you any trouble, this dragon?
We're not too worried about the red one. It's the black one causing us a major issue. We
Oh,
believe
well,
it's
I can-
got a nest nearby with the red one. And, if we have a sudden flock of dragons, we're going to be overrun.
And I ask Pyre to pull out the job that says Red Dragon's Lair. Go, didn't say anything about a black dragon. These bloody people posting their quests and their ambiguity. Ha!
Oh,
Well,
as he hears you describing that. Oh, you have our note. Good. As he now gets up from his chair. Come, I'll show you to the Hunter's Hall.
And may I ask, young Dragonborn, how you came upon such quality paper on which to write this note?
Quality paper. We sent it in on vellum, written in blood.
Are you telling me vellum isn't quality paper? I say as I consider my 1,000-page vellum book.
When you consider vellum is actually a type of tanned skin. So they don't actually make paper in this village, they just use animal parts for everything.
calf skin, I think.
Yeah. It's like writing on the inside of cow skin.
Well, there must be a cultural difference here because where I'm from, I was educated in the city.
Oh, he's gone again.
Gone.
Pyre? Pyre!
He was
You've just-
educated in the city.
Yes, where animal
I-
products are few and far between.
I'm ever so sorry for this, Tomness. Our friend Pyre he seems to have these lapses in speech where he drifts
Every
off
time.
into some kind of stupor.
Every time you're
Every
trying to
time
talk, it happens.
Every time I disconnect, Discord asks me to rate the call. So it's going to get about one. It's going to get about 100 1 out of 5s at the minute.
Fair enough. Anyway, yes, no, it's animal products. We get a lot of them here. We mostly hunt down things as our buildings. We've even used them as he points towards the nearest building. You see, we use bones from larger animals to reinforce structures as girders.
I would like to say I'm also quite a fan of hunting, but I cook my victims before they even die.
I see. So a little cruel. We prefer the clean kill.
Oh, it's a clean kill. Trust me. I could show you an example if you like.
At which point he's going to take a small disc from his back pocket and say, "Sure, hit that," as he lobs it into the nearby field.
All right, someone roll me an attack roll.
Okay, what are you attacking with?
Firebolt. So it's a 1d20 plus 8.
17. Despite the disc flying, you do actually manage to catch it in midair and disintegrate it. Impressive.
I'd like to say to Thomas, you tried to catch me out there, didn't you? You made it hard to hit, and I still hit it.
Well, it's target practice. That's how it works.
I see. Well, very good, young Dragonborn. You have the makings of a mage about you.
Well, my trick is more at which point he's going to throw another one before shooting an arrow directly through it.
Can I try and hit it as well?
Sure, we'll have a contest. I'll make an attack roll for him and roll your one again. If you come out higher, we'll say you hit it first.
As he goes to shoot, can
Oh,
I blow my ocarina?
are you going to distract him?
Yeah, not
Do you want to-
Pyre.
Yeah, no. Do you want to change your mind after seeing what Pyre just rolled?
What did I roll?
No.
One.
It was a nat 1.
You can get lucky, can't you?
Yeah, you can use your lucky feat if you want to.
I'm
No,
gonna
Wait.
I'm gonna still blow the ocarina, start playing a tune, pretending I'm oblivious to their little dick measuring contest.
I want to try and hit it as well.
Sure, make an attack roll as well. You've got to beat.
Oh shit!
Okay, you actually beat it.
Damn.
I was going to say you have to beat 23, but never mind. So not only do you split through the disc, you actually split through his arrow as it goes before Pyre incinerates them as they fall now into
With
the field, gently burning.
With my natural 1.
I'm going to let it go because otherwise, just
Well, he hit the arrows, not the disc. So.
yeah, hit the arrow is not the disc, so you're fine. Okay, so with that, he's going to say, yes, that's a hell of a shot you have there.
I'm one hell of an archer.
I see. So anyway,
We
job
are
we mentioned. I was showing you to the hall. As
yes.
Yes.
I did kind of assume we were walking and talking.
I'm awfully thirsty.
Yes, this way, please. As you get past the large
Greetings, awesome
smoking building,
thirsty.
as you get past the large smokehouse in the centre of the town, he shows you into the stone building, which is marked up with a bow and arrow on the sign and the words Hunter's Hall written in Draconic.
This one's wearing a bit thin as I dress in hunter's garments.
Fair enough. Okay, as you enter the hall, you're going to see a number of people sitting around, mainly varying types of bows, short bow, long bow, crossbow, etc. The odd spear and javelin sitting around, all drinking merrily, and there's a general lively tone to the place.
Well,
Yes,
gents,
please.
I would like to approach somebody with a longbow and say to them, "It's a very impressive weapon you have there, but what happens if you are disarmed?"
Well, you approach the first dragonborn in the room with a longbow, I'm going to assume. You just go for the nearest one?
Yeah.
At which point he's going to flick his hand back open and show you some incredibly sharp claws. I use these instead. Or, I breathe fire. As you see his red skin glinting in the firelight.
You breathe fire.
Yes. All
Do I
Dragonborn.
have to drink a potion for that? I'm much impressed.
Yes.
Would you show
Dragonborn
me an
have-
example?
In here, it's probably safer not to. There's alcohol everywhere. That's, as I learned in my teenage years, how you burn down your favorite bar.
Alcohol. What a brilliant suggestion. Barman, a round for everyone in the bar.
Okay, there's about 30 people in here, so he says that'll cost you 30 times. About not 30, 15 gold.
Oh no, I'm poor now.
Yeah, sure. So with that, you collect your drinks from the bar and head over to the table Tonus is directing you to. Please come.
Then.
Sit. I shall be fetching our leader to explain the details. As he beckons you to take a seat in what's probably the cleanest table in the bar, which is still depressingly dirty. Before about 7-foot tall, green-skinned dragonborn is going to descend from the stairs to come speak with you. Ah, hello there. She, by comparison, is much softer spoken than everyone you've run into so far in this village. And I mean by a significant degree. Still, being 7 foot tall, she strikes an intimidating figure. Ah, hello there. You are our hunters, I believe.
I suppose you could call us hunters, although we
I
do
certainly
prefer
am.
larger game.
Yes. Sorry. My language skills are not perfect in common. Does anyone here speak Draconic?
I speak
Mint.
Dwarfish
Yes.
and Elfish.
I certainly do speak Draconic.
As she begins speaking in Draconic and said, "Ah, much better, thank you. I mean, adventurous. Sorry. Common is my second language." Anyway.
Minstrel, what's he saying? She saying?
Do you mind if I do a live translation, my dear friend, lady person?
Why, of course. And
My
if you want to
special
translate
lady.
it as she says, we'll just have you say yes at the end of, say, every sentence or so?
Yep.
Okay. So she's going to begin by saying, yes, so the job we had hired you to do, the Black Dragon left about a month ago. When, as I'm told, you've been informed of its presence. But the Red Dragon, we believe, was staying to look after a brood. Which
A
is,
brood.
yes, dragon eggs are an issue.
Dragon eggs are valuable.
If they were chromatic dragon eggs.
So, what would you like us to do?
Oh, we have a rough idea of where its lair is. We'd like you to sneak in when the Red Dragon is out and smash the eggs for us. Just anything so we're not overrun by dragons.
I see. I
You
mean,
can keep any extra treasure you manage to find in its hoard.
Don't you think that's a little bit cruel? These eggs have not committed any crimes against your village as yet.
They will.
Not as yet, but chromatic dragons are notoriously bad-willed.
have you had much problems with the adult red dragon in the past?
Between all our archers, we can dissuade it from coming near the village. It has, however, destroyed our smoke tower more than once.
Can I do a whatever check to kind of, in my mind's eye, figure out whether these eggs would survive without its brood keep there?
I'll say that's a nature check.
Minstrel, nature,
Intelligence.
1d20 plus 3 plus 4.
Plus, what?
You don't know a huge amount about dragon eggs, but you do know most eggs need tending, but it would depend how long the gestation period is. If they've been...
If they're nearly done, then they might
It's
have.
probably fine, yeah.
I see. Well, we'd be happy to take up this venture, would we not, boys?
Yes, point me
Yes.
to the dragon eggs and I shall burn them.
You may struggle to burn the eggs if they are
I
red.
shall, trust me,
The-
I shall try.
The eggs have the same immunities as their parents.
Yes,
I
and if
shall
I
try.
recall, Pyre, red dragons are immune to fire. I have studied them long and hard, and is not based on recent experience.
Yes, having never fought a red dragon before. would
You've
be-
never
Hold
fought
on,
a red
just
dragon
out of character a second. Why are we lying about having killed the red dragon?
It's fun.
Because they might go smash the eggs themselves and not need us.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're back to the thing. She's going to say, yes, do try to avoid killing the creature. It does keep away some of the larger beasts it tends to eat.
Yes,
Kidding.
completely understandable.
If you say you've never fought an adult dragon before, make a deception check on that one, by the way. With advantage, since you're all chiming in.
Oh, my deception's not bad, actually. Oof.
17. Okay. Let's see what she gets.
I got a good chance, at least.
Yeah, no, she believes you implicitly.
Woo.
With a 4. 4 plus modifier, but even so. So, with that, just yes, do try to avoid taking the beast out. It keeps away the larger monstrosities around the area.
I must say, we can't guarantee anything. If the creature attacks us, we may have to defend ourselves.
Of course. I would recommend you simply hide by the entrance to its lair and then sneak out once it sneak in once it leaves.
Yes, that sounds perfectly acceptable to us.
Worth a try, yes.
I would just be quick as you're running inside.
While this is going on and these guys are having this conversation, can I pop to the bar?
Well, we need you. You're translating, aren't you?
Oh shit, yeah.
We'll say you've been translating. You've popped to the bar for a quick. What are you grabbing?
I'm going to ask if they have any lodgings here for tonight, for when we return.
Certainly, we can arrange you a room. There's a couple upstairs, if you don't mind sharing, gentlemen.
Oh
Well-
shit, we had a long rest, didn't we? I'm going to change some of my spells.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
do we need to?
Perhaps you'd like me to be in a renowned poet / author / actor / visionary /
Legend.
legend and charity leader. Perhaps you would let us stay in the inn for free, provided
Well-
I put on a satisfactory performance.
Well, you could say for free, considering you're doing a job for us anyway. But if you would like to perform, we can gather all the hunters around for the evening, if you believe it would be exceptional.
Yeah, I'm certain it will be. I believe a good time will be had by all. It's
Okay.
only a short performance, though.
I see. Well, we shall charge double for drinks then, to make sure everyone gets in.
Yeah, don't charge double for drinks. Just get as many people in as you feel would be appropriate for these dangerous, disease-infected times.
Okay, you look around the bar, you could estimate the most people is going to be in this room is probably a maximum of about 100.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
So, with that, what are we doing? You've got the rough location now at the Dragon's Lair. It's over
Right.
towards
I say we
the...
must
Wait,
leave in
hold on.
haste.
Am I not doing my performance?
I thought you were doing it when you got back.
Yeah, same.
Oh, can
You
do
you
it,
said
I suppose.
you said when you came back.
Yeah, I'm in a room for the night. Obviously
Yeah, but
later. We
when-
don't want a room now.
Can
I
I,
can perform at night when everyone's there. can't we?
Yeah, I was saying, I
Can
thought
I-
he was
what-
gathering
You're
people together.
going to make me rewrite my poem.
what time is it tonight?
Uh,
now? I
Today,
mean,
it's not even midday yet.
okay, I would like to suggest to the party that I use Archie the Arcane Eye to scout ahead.
I don't think we need to, do we?
So I'm going to say to the innkeep, scrap that about a performance.
Oh, he's gone.
and I'm going to say this one's wearing a bit thin and put myself in a long cloak, and then I'm going to swish my cloak as I turn away, dejectedly and aggressively.
Okay.
I'm going to use Archie, the Arcane Eye. How far away is the lair? I ask Madame Dragonborn.
No one asked their name, as always. The lair is about 5 miles away.
Oh
I
god,
can
we got to
find
work out how long it would take an Arcane Eye to get there.
You need to know where it is to find it, though, don't you?
He's given you a rough idea, but it takes an hour, so let's say.
We can start on the way and then.
Perhaps I shall use.
I've left the inn, by the way.
Okay.
I've fucked off.
Okay,
Perhaps we
it's
can use the Arcane Eye when we're closer.
yeah. I was gonna say you can cover. What is it? 3 miles at a reasonable walking pace. So if the Arcane Eye was dashing, it should be able to cover 6 miles in an hour, roughly. I think. I'm trying to remember the math.
I'll wait until we're outside the actual lair.
Sure. So as you head out to find Minstrel after he's left, with the rough indication that it's heading towards the eastern range, and you should be able to find it.
Oh, I know where to go. I could find it. I can track them.
Fair enough.
I
Make
did
a.
give that magic sword to Pyre, didn't I?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so with that as the part, are you be heading straight out, or is there anything else anyone would like to do here? Does anyone need supplies, or?
Minstrel has no business in this village.
I would like
So-
to ask Tom if
Carry on.
there's any potion sellers in the area.
Tonus is going to say, potions, not so much. Generally here we export animal products. If you need any of those, we can get you a fair amount.
Perhaps when I come back.
I see. We do have a fair amount of blood, which just makes an excellent ink. We found a way
I
to prevent
see.
it congealing.
That's very interesting. We're actually very busy right now, so perhaps you could fill us in about your drawing pictures at a later time, when we've returned.
I see, very well. As he's going to.
That's going to be unusually blunt from Minstrel.
I thought you were outside, to be fair.
I thought they'd caught up with me. You said,
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, Tonus isn't there anymore. You couldn't even ask him. Anyway, but carrying on, we'll ignore that fact. We'll say you asked before you left the inn or Pyre.
I guess I can try and track the dragon to where the lair was.
Sure, I'll have a survival check for that.
Sweet.
You know roughly the direction, so make it with advantage.
20 plus.
26. Okay. No,
Oh,
18.
yeah, 18.
Okay, so with that, you head out. As you begin heading towards the direction, you very quickly notice that having an adult red dragon nearby affects the location for about a mile surrounding it, as small lava pits are suddenly beginning to crop up in the middle of the fields as you head towards some hills.
Must be this way. Well, at least we know we don't have to look out for the red dragon. Maybe the black dragon's around somewhere. Be careful.
Can't, don't say it out loud.
Well, we're ages away now, aren't we? We've left.
You're within a mile of the lair at this point.
There's ears everywhere, and I
miles
look
away.
suspiciously up at the tree lines.
Well, the
You're
same.
no longer in tree lines, you're on plains.
I look suspiciously up at the air.
Well, we're the same distance from the camp now as we were when we killed that dragon, aren't we? Not
You're
far off.
you're a couple of hours away from it at this point, so I'd say you've probably cleared a good 4 or 5 miles. You're probably close to the location you want to be at.
Yeah. So we're free to talk.
Did I ever tell you a story about the time I slayed a dragon on an island?
No.
Ah, that's a mighty fine tale. I don't really remember it. It was all a bit of a dream. It's how I got this scar, as I again flash my belly.
Thanks for
Okay.
that. Let's go find this lair.
Okay. Okay, so we'll have one investigation check to try and find the lair. or nature, your call.
What was it? Which check?
Investigation on
Investigation
nature.
or nature, whichever one you want to use.
Investigation, please.
Okay, go for it. 14. Okay. You begin coming to the crux of all the lava pits and odd changes to the environment as the grass dies now around your feet, and there's very little green life here. You can see the entrance to a cave, probably large enough to easily fit 1 or 2 dragons.
Oh, here we are, gentlemen. The lair.
I would like to inspect the entrance and see if there's any signs of recent 2 dragon activity. Or whether
Okay.
it's very clear. I don't know, I'm shit at nature anyway. You know what I mean.
Yeah, make a nature check, it's fine.
Perhaps our wizard friend can send his eye in.
I get my cock out.
Well. 20 total. That's pretty good. Okay, so with that, you're actually going to notice that the cave appears to have been carved using acid, which, I'm going to say, since it was a nature check, you're going to remember is what a black dragon can breathe. However, there's no signs it's been used again recently, and there is
All right.
water also running into the cave from the far side.
Is there any recent footprints or anything like that?
There's some old-looking claw marks, but nothing recent. Nothing within the last week, or 3 days, I should say.
Now, I suppose nothing at the moment is alerting me to danger, to be fair.
I am going to cast Mage Armor on myself, and then I'm going to cast Archie the Arcane Eye and send him in.
Okay. So, as your arcane eye enters the cave, he's going to begin by noticing the immense heat. I assume it can still sense things like that.
No, it's just
I
vision.
don't think
isn't
so.
it?
It didn't sense the
Although
magic.
I might see like heat waves.
Fair. You'd notice the little pools of lava and various other things in there, keeping the place warm and humid where the water runs onto the edge of them. You do notice they do seem as if they're not quite up to the top of the location at this point, though, of the craters which the lava was in. As he heads further and further inside, after about 300-400 feet, he's going to spot 2 distinct clusters of eggs. One to the right, being held up next to a wall of lava, but not actually inside it, which are all red. One over the other side of the room, which is in the water, which are all submerged faintly in water, which are all black. And a single egg in the center, where the 2 pools meet, which is currently basically shrouded in steam, which is both red and black.
There's many eggs in there.
Do you want to head further into the cave behind?
Yeah, I want to search everything I can.
Okay, so as he heads further and further down, now past the egg chamber, you come into a large room. And I mean a good 40 by 40 feet, piled up with assorted gold items and coins and shiny things. This would be the Dragon's Hoard room.
DM,
Yes.
can I check something with you?
Sure.
No.
Are eggs alive?
Eggs are considered living, yes.
Okay. I was going to say, could I go in and just cast Animate Object and make all the eggs crush themselves?
Unfortunately, no, they are living creatures, because,
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay. At the back of the treasure chamber, you're going to notice a axe embedded in the wall. Other
I
than
see
that,
eggs.
mostly shiny things. There's a lot of
I see
information
eggs.
taken.
I see lava and I see treasure.
Let's go then.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like it's go time.
Okay. So, as you head into the cave, the immense heat is still staggering and the humidity is awful. The combination of lava and water in an enclosed space is not so nice. Oh, sorry, indigestion. As you begin heading further and further down, you hear the dripping of water from the top of the caves. This is so much less atmospheric when I don't have a red dragon to threaten you with. I mean, come on! You've reached the egg chamber after about 3 minutes. And you are now all consulted to the sight of black dragon eggs under the water, red dragon eggs being heated highly, and a single one being basically held in a mist and steam of high heat, which is red and black.
Let's
Well,
get
gentlemen,
destroying.
it seems these are self-tending eggs. So we can do this the messy way or the clean way.
I wanted to try something with the red eggs, just because I have a rapier of ice.
Sure. What do you want to try?
I was going to try and place the rapier on the top of the egg and push it in, try and stab the thing inside.
Yeah, you can make an attack roll for that against the first one.
Can
We'll do a batch attack after that.
can I rub my rod of cooling on one of the eggs?
Which side, black or red?
Red.
Red. Okay. We'll try that and see how that goes.
What kind of roll do you want for it?
That I will describe after Khan's experiment. Khan, with that you stabbed it directly through, and the egg faintly freezes solid before shattering and crumbling away.
It worked.
Minstrel,
Careful, Ranger. Those are valuable.
you rub the
Not keep.
cooling rod on the outside, and it just produces a lot of steam.
Damn thing's defective.
It's not effective against lava.
It's weak.
It's for cooling down drinks.
How hot is the egg?
If you were to touch it,
Yeah.
you would guess you'd want some form of like thick leather gloves on to pick up one of the red ones. The black ones are just submerged in water. They're warm but not hot, and the red and black one you would estimate
Okay.
it's
Can
also
I-
pretty scalding.
Go and pick up one of the black eggs.
Sure.
And I assume there's pools of lava in this room, is there not?
There's lava on the right hand side of the room, and there's water flowing down the left.
I'm going to drop an egg in the lava.
Okay, as you drop the black dragon egg into the lava, it crackles and crumbles, and the shell pieces float to the surface before disintegrating.
Gentlemen,
Correct.
we've sussed it.
Yeah.
Freeze the red dragon eggs, and the black ones, burn them. Burn them all.
What about the black fiery one?
Oh,
None
Oh,
of you
yeah.
wanted to take an egg with you.
No, I can't save it.
I'm going to walk over to the black
How
dragon
big are
egg,
the eggs?
and
Torso sized.
can I try and sneakily put one in the bag?
You can try. We'll say, what's everyone's passive perception?
It's 11.
12.
Sleight of hand against that. Which one are you trying to pick up?
Black.
Just a black one. Okay.
In fact, can I try and get two?
Roll the sleight of hand for the first one. I'll tell you how many you can. 20. You can slip in up to 4.
4 black dragon eggs in the bag of holding.
Why are you taking them? They're
No,
dangerous.
you didn't see that.
Yeah, you didn't see.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm asking you, Chris.
Dragon eggs. Well,
Hey, they're dangerous. We want to get me to destroy them. We can't let
Haven't you
dragons.
seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah, we can't let the dragons live though.
So, no one wants the special one in the middle?
No,
I
I'm
want
gonna
the special
destroy
one
it.
in the middle.
Okay, you're going to go and try and take that one. You're already pretty
Me?
burned all over, aren't you?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to kill it, but
Okay. I will need a con saving throw to try and pick it up there, Pyre.
Someone roll that for me.
Sure. What's your con modifier?
2.
19. You actually managed to very quickly pick it up and bring it out of the steam without it burning your hands. You also now
Was he
gain.
sneakily doing that, or was he
I
doing it in
think
the
you-
open?
I'll say it's right in the middle of the room. Doing
I'm
that
back.
one. Doing that one without is going to be almost impossible.
What are you doing over there, Pyre?
I'm
Yeah.
taking
Pick
this
up
egg. I'm taking this egg and I intend to display it in my museum when I eventually get one. along
You
with
won't
my
be able- it'll
globe
hatch.
and my gems. Oh, it won't hatch. I assure you, it won't hatch.
Well, if you're taking that egg, you do know that one of the parents is still alive.
Well,
Big black dragon. Could be
well,
dangerous keeping the
yes.
eggs on you.
It's a bit racist, but yes. I'm willing to take that risk. Having said that, Minstrel, would you mind keeping this egg in your bag of holding?
Oh, and I'm kind of feigning concern about carrying it. I don't want to cause a rift between you two. I mean, I'm happy to carry it, I suppose, but I don't want to piss Khan off. Khan, can Pyre not offer any assurances that this will be safe to you, that would satisfy your youngling killing?
I'm wary even of you having that aboleth on you, let alone any other evil creatures.
I'm gonna say you don't know it's inherently evil. It's dangerous, don't get me wrong, but as far as you know, dragons are intelligent, so it could be completely fine.
Could be a little friend.
Well, I'm going to assume it's not, because the only experience of dragons I've had is being trying to be killed by one.
Well, you did pull it out.
Yeah, to be fair, the dragon we summoned did go, "Oh, why have you summoned me here?" And then we did kind of cut it down in cold blood. So
I mean, just in my character's backstory is destroying evil in the world. That's
Again, you don't know it's
purpose
evil.
for
It's
living.
just a beast at this point.
Beasts are the same to me.
No, beasts
Yeah,
aren't
good.
evil. Beasts are neutral.
can I in character? So I have met a dragon once. I was good friends with a dragon back in
Ursa.
yes, back in Ursa. Nursa. Would you cut him down? I mean,
Probably, yeah.
I appreciate you want to kill everything that's evil, but that's like saying all elves are evil, and I'm looking a bit offended.
Some of them are, but they're not dragons.
What's wrong with dragons?
Even so, we're being paid to kill these.
I'm gonna say, Khan, I need you to roll a quick history check. I'm gonna have you roll this just to fill in lore slots for you, to be honest.
I've only got a +1 to it.
It's fine. 13 will still get you. You know that dragons have been beneficial to people throughout the years. There are certainly a number of them, including the Platinum Dragon Bahamut, who have helped people through history. There's famous stories of heroes riding dragons, etc., etc.
Well, I mean, I've lied about killing the red dragon, but I don't think I could lie again for being paid to destroy these, and we haven't destroyed them.
One man's hero is another man's terrorist.
Well, I'll leave it between you two to sort out. It's nothing to do with me, I suppose. Anyway, I'm just a pack mule.
Well, I have to say, I'm not particularly interested in the life that lives inside this egg. I'm just interested in the object itself as an artifact. So if there was some way we could kill it, and I'll just take the egg. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard you.
I think everyone's just thinking if there's a way to do that.
No, I was just waiting for you to see if you had a suggestion. I've got no idea.
What
Well,
happened to the egg? What happened to the egg that Khan stabbed?
It froze it and cracked it into pieces because of his frost rapier.
Could you not say if it's a red dragon egg, you pick up? I mean, I don't know about that special one. I've not come across any of these weird chromatic hybrids, but a red dragon egg, surely you could just take that down to a stream and dip it in some water. That would surely kill whatever is gestating inside and preserve the egg.
I would like to, with the black and red egg, I would like to put my hand on it and put my ear to it and try and detect if there's anything living inside.
You can actually hear something small moving around as you move it.
Right. I say to Khan, if I fear this egg may already be dead, there's nothing living making any signs of life inside it.
You can
Perhaps
be
this
sure
is
it's
as good
dead.
as a valuable stone.
You can be sure it's dead, yeah.
I'm fairly sure it's dead. Yes, it's not making any signs of life. As far as I can tell, Minstrel, why don't you try and have a listen?
Oh,
say
yes,
as
I
I
have
wink.
very trustworthy
mean,
and reliable elf ears, and
I'll
I
do it myself as well.
put an ear against it, and
Okay.
Oh!
Make.
I didn't hear anything.
Is that are you going to roll deception, or are you going to roll to see if you hear anything?
It's just a bit warm, you see.
Oh, it would still be hot. He is right. Okay, so we'll have a deception against Khan's insight to see.
I mean, I still will listen to it myself anyway, but
Sure.
Oh,
Fine.
there's no need for that, Khan. I'm sure you can trust.
7.
check my insight. Right.
8. You believe Minstrel straight away, to be fair.
I'm still going to have a listen.
Yeah,
You believed him.
Believe me.
He just wants to check for himself. There's a difference between caution and...
I mean, I decided to
belief.
listen anyway,
Fair enough. Make a perception roll for me.
Oh, okay. Oh,
depending
I
on what
see.
my perception was. Oh, same roll.
But you believed him.
So,
Khan believed him.
25. You're going to hear swishing of liquid at this point.
there's definitely nothing going on in there.
Ozzy, hold it. Sorry, Pyre, hold it still. You're slushing all the insides around.
How about I just take my regular sword and stab it through?
Well,
Slice it through the egg, it might not crack it.
I mean, I feel, seeing as you trust Minstrel, you could trust me, and if it happens to hatch, I shall kill it. How about that?
Well, what if you can't?
Have you
I
ever
can't
seen
burn
me
it.
not be able to kill anything?
Yeah, not if you can't use fire.
It'd be a youngling. It could be killed with a thrust of a knife. Trust me, I've done it plenty of times before when stuff has gone wayward with the innkeeper's daughter. Oh.
Although actually, just the one thing.
Sure.
With that, if I was history checking, but it's just because it just reminded me of Jurassic Park. Then when the Velociraptors chased after the people when they took the egg, would that happen with a dragon?
Make a nature check.
So I just wanted to. Oh, I think I'm only +1.
This device that summons a dragon, is that one use?
No, it's not a few. 14. Okay, what you'd know from dragons is the females tend to be roving, the males tend to set up lairs. So only the male parent would care about tracking eggs.
Fair enough. Oh, I was hoping that would be a bit more fun otherwise.
If it runs into its own child, that would be another matter.
Oh yeah, that's the point. Although the ones in Minstrel's bag of holding, they'll be suspended, won't they?
No, the bag of holding is not a suspension.
Oh, right. I didn't know if it worked. No.
That only the rat bag is a suspension. That's an enhanced form of bag of holding.
Well, yes. Anyway, enough of this gay banter, Minstrel. If you wouldn't mind, let's put this into your bag of holding and be done with it.
I'm just to get it over and done with, and I'm going to stop dilly-dallying about, and I'm going to pick Pyre's side, and I'm going to walk over and take the egg from him and slide it in the bag.
You can add red and black dragon egg as well.
Just so you know, I'm not too comfortable with doing this, and I won't be prepared to hold it for too long. So I hope you've got a plan with this for when we get back to a city.
Oh yes, I've got a plan. Yes, a plan. Yes.
What is the
Okay.
plan?
So I'm gonna make
And I
a quick.
start cackling maniacally to myself.
I'm gonna make a quick assumption here that you're now gonna smash the rest of the eggs, either by dropping them in the lava or.
Yeah, I'm going to keep yeeting them into the lava pits, the black ones only.
Okay, and Khan, I assume you're going to be going through with the rapier to the red ones.
Yeah, I'll finish him off.
Okay.
How
so,
long does this take them to do this?
About 20 minutes.
All right, I'm going to summon Mary Bannerlow while they're doing it because I forgot to do it before.
Okay. Would anyone like to collect any red dragon shells?
Yes.
Because those are the only ones left.
Scales or shells?
Shells. There'd be remnants of
Right.
shells, but
How many can I pick up?
we'll say you can pick up about up to 30 pounds. Because I
Thank you.
originally said there were 30 eggs, so
Dragon egg shells.
we'll say
I would like to-
each shell you collect makes about a pound's worth of weight.
I would like to turn to the party and say, gentlemen, as we know from history, genocide always has its rewards, and Archie the Arcane Eye happened to show me the way to the Hoard. Would you two perhaps want to find the treasure?
Yes, of course. Well, I mean, he did say any treasure we find along the way was ours, so I would mind perusing this hoard.
Okay. So, as Pyre, you begin showing the party the way down to the treasure hoard. You find the path by taking, I want to assume, the sensible route and going over the water, not over the lava.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Quick route.
and yeah, take the route over the water, not the lava, just for safety reasons. Even with Pyre's
Mr.
obsession with
Lava.
fire, and head down towards the hoard room you found before. As you enter it, it's now stacked to the ceiling with gold, shiny things, gemstones, and there's still the large axe embedded in the back wall.
I would like to approach the act and commit an investigation.
Can I scan the room to see if there's anything that interests me?
Okay, other than all the gold and gems.
Other than all the gold and gems. I mean, I do like gold and gems. But a quick scan, almost like scanning my eyes across in awe.
Okay. Perception roll from you and higher investigation. What's your investigation? I'll do it for you.
8.
Okay, it's a 9 for Minstrel with his perception, which gets him... No, there's lots of gold shiny things. There's a few pieces of golden armor, but they don't appear to be magical. They're just ornate.
21.
21. Okay, with that, you're going to establish this is some form of axe that was probably used to try and kill the dragon, because there is some dried dragon's blood on it. It's probably magical.
I'm going to start scooping stuff into the bag of holding. Green.
Sure. Everything. I will
I
pull
might
up.
as well start taking some gold.
Sure. Piles of gold for you as well.
Gentlemen, I feel there is too much gold for us to carry here. Perhaps we should hire some
We
form
have-
of...
We have coin purses of holding, my friends. We can carry as much as we see fit.
There's no need to be greedy.
£500, which is the equivalent of 5 million gold pieces. To give you a hint. You
A
can have
voice in my
5
head has just said we could at least carry 4,900,099 gold pieces.
There won't be quite that much in the room, but
Oh, let's dig about and see how much we can pick up.
And I'll keep my eyes open for any shinies while I'm doing it, I suppose.
okay. So we'll have one more investigation check from you.
Can I have a look for artifacts?
Sure. I'll roll you another investigation.
Also,
might
is
as well
this
have a
room
look.
100 years old?
This room was recently created. It was melted out by acid. You established earlier.
Oof.
Ooh. Okay. So, Minstrel, you're not going to find anything you would deem particularly valuable. Just going to continually be sweeping in gold and then putting gems in the bag of holding. Pyre, you're next in the order. You're going to find a few glowing stones, which don't feel quite in place. And Khan, by some god-awful miracle, you're going to find tucked at the back, right under the last few pieces of coins, under a few rocks, as you've now finished sweeping them up, a bow made of platinum and gold.
Oh.
Anyway, we haven't got back to the axe. Sorry, I
Can
forgot
have a
about
look at it.
I'm going to attempt to take the axe. I'm going to attempt
Okay.
to prise it from the wall.
Strength check, please.
Um,
Embedded fair way in there.
I think that's a -1.
Okay.
Well,
Please
you can
roll
still
for
get
me.
19.
Can someone do that for me, please?
7. You're going to pull it, but nothing at all.
And I'll see him struggling with this, and I'll go and try have a go myself.
Well, thank
Okay.
you, young. What are you, a lady or a man at the minute?
Lady, I think.
Fair enough. Yeah, I knew it was half elf. I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
anything.
I think that's the woman one.
Well, thank you, young lady.
Plus.
You get proficiency in it, don't you?
Yeah.
15. No, it's still not moving. However, with that, it's going to say, "What the hell are you up to? I haven't been moved in about 10 years."
What are you?
Me? I'm Gorm.
Yes.
The axe.
What do you do?
Oh, I'm a dragon killing weapon. The usual adventure affair. However, it didn't stop the idiot who carried me in here hurling me at the dragon, thinking that was a great idea. Frick.
Was he perchance an orc?
He was not. He was a human.
Ugh, even worse.
Yes.
Well, I may not be able to move you physically, but I can move you emotionally. And when I say I can move you emotionally, I mean my siren friend here can sing you a great song if you free yourself from that wall
I
and
can't free
bid
myself.
yourself.
I've been stuck here a while. If I could free myself, I'd be lying on the floor where I could see better.
Are
Anyways,
you damaged, Glorm? Are you damaged by fire in any way?
I would be. Possibly. I'm not sure. It hasn't happened before. I've been thrown
I'm
through
going to use.
dragon
Oh,
fire.
hold on. I'm going to use my mining pick to mine him out of the wall.
Oh, we'll have an athletics check.
Oh,
Just it'll
Oh.
be how long it takes. I'll roll
Oh.
it for you now. Hey, it's still -1, isn't it?
I assume so. I'm not
You're
actually
not
next to the
proficient.
computer at the minute.
Oh,
Oh,
it's a 1 total. After about 3 hours, you can't even break the stone with this wall.
3 hours
3 hours you've been at this.
chipping away at it.
Trying to chip away at the stone, you just can't get any purchase.
Give me that
Lorne,
pickaxe.
have you got any ideas?
Well, my first thought would be, do you have a hammer? If you smash
Well,
it
I
into
have
the
a-
back of me, it might make the stone crumble away enough to break me out.
I do have a hammer.
Well, take a swing. Attack roll.
Attack. Oh, I don't know what my hammer would be.
Strength modifier, not proficient if it's a war hammer, or is it a regular hammer?
It's just a hammer because I've got some wooden stakes as well. So
Oh, fair. So it's like a mallet. So we'll say
Yeah.
with proficiency.
I'll just add my proficiency to it. So I've got my dex as well. It depends what weapon it is. Oh, well, 19
Okay.
with that.
So 19. So as you strike onto the back of Gorm, you hear a thundering echo come out from the crevice as the stone now falls away. As he now drops to the floor. Ah, thank you. It was unbearable in here.
Seeing as we've been here for 3 hours, I suppose
You've
the
looted
party.
everything by now. Yeah.
Can I cast Identify as a ritual on Glorm?
Sure. I don't actually have an item card from him yet because I was writing his personality. It was really tricky. Sentient weapons are a nightmare. As you cast Identify, you find the following effect.
I already know he's gay.
He's not gay. He's supposed to be sarcastic.
I'm the one
Am I
who
not?
cast Identify on him. I think I'm the one who knows whether or not he's gay.
Surely you'd know he wasn't then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't call me
Sentient
Shirley.
weapons would have a sexuality, would they?
It depends what they're used for. Okay, and
Ooh.
Hello.
Fighting
Yeah,
it out,
we're-
I can go. And this
Hello.
is a legendary tiered weapon as well.
Oh, I missed that.
It's all in the chat. I'll read it out once I've written it
Type.
all for everyone.
Oh,
Okay, so +3 battle axe, so +3 to all attack and damage rolls, dealing the standard 1d8, 1d10 versatile. Deals 1d8 on a normal attack to anything. Deals 5d8 thunder on attacks to dragons. Deals 2d8 thunder on crits to anything, or 10d8 on crits on dragons.
well, Glorm, you are an impressive piece, and I say must say most effective against dragons. But none of us really have any use for you. You see, we are not brutes or barbarians. We are all educated or full of finesse.
I am
But
proficient with
perhaps we
martial
shall keep.
weapons.
Perhaps we. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. We're listening.
Yeah.
Perhaps we shall keep you as a companion.
Oh, well, it'd be nice to see something other than the cave and the wall.
And I
I
could
can-
use it. So,
I would like to say to Khan, I would like to hold my hand out and say to Khan, to the victor goes the spoils, and I would like to gesture that he takes the act.
I mean,
Also, oh yeah.
I can use it. I mean, I assume I can. I'm martial proficient.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
a martial weapon.
Hmm.
Obviously, that one as well. I will copy that all out
Oh,
and
yeah,
put it into
right.
a proper thing later.
Does that mean
Um,
sentient?
Yeah.
Sentient. That's what I meant to put, sorry. So it's obvious, it's speaking, it has its own personality, and depending on how well you treat it, it will alter its effects
Glorm.
over time.
Glorm,
Yeah.
may I ask you a question?
Gorm.
Do you feel pain?
Not so much.
Brilliant.
Battering me into things is always good fun, I find.
What do
about
we manage
burning
to
them?
loot in the room?
Oh yes, looting for the room. I assume everyone was looting gold at the same time, so
Apart
think
from
so.
poor old Pyre, who was hammering away at a wall for 3 hours.
yeah, you can split him up what you want.
That's total, isn't it?
That is total, so that's to be split.
Really?
Yep. To be fair, you were supposed to have this with a red dragon waiting to come back.
Mhm.
So if you were spending a few hours in here
Right.
looting, would have been a problem.
So, are we still to get a reward from handing in the quests? Considering
Yeah.
there was a... Fuck me.
40,000
Yeah,
each and that.
This is the one thing with you taking the red dragon out of the equation. It was supposed to be like a looming threat for how long you were able to stay in here. Without that, I have nothing.
What
That
about
was
flat
the threat.
dragons?
That's 40,000 each, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, 40,000 each.
Yeah.
100 LB.
Fuck me.
I suppose we could just let Minstrel carry the rubies and
I don't mind, yeah.
but there's more.
Well, I'm still going. The
51829.
And finally, the other bits would be
GP worth of rubies. 100 LBs of gold armaments. Oh, is that not practical? Oh, yeah.
they wouldn't
Oh.
make real weapons. They're
Can
they're
I,
for display.
upon spotting the scrolls, can I say, "Oh, those are of great interest to me. May I take them?"
No one
Yeah,
else
but
can
you-
use them.
Yeah, you're welcome to have a look. If there's any smut, though, send it my way.
Okay.
5 scrolls.
5 scrolls. You can identify them later.
It's
Put them.
Minstrel, the Pawn Baron.
Or poetry. I'm in a learned mood.
As opposed to a pornographic mood.
Maybe pornographic and learned.
I'll say so. Pornographic poetry is what you're really hoping for.
Yes.
I see.
I'd settle for a dirty limerick.
I think I can have a little look around. I want to see the track, see how big the dragon dragons were.
Um,
If the black dragon's been anywhere nearby.
Okay, as you look at the
If I did.
marks inside the cave, you'd establish that most of them were probably from the red dragon you saw. The black dragon marks are slightly smaller, because you can tell by the depth of the claw scratches. However, it doesn't look like the black dragon's been here since it carved the room out.
Cool. That was just for me, really.
Fair enough. Learning about dragons.
Well, perhaps we should go back and say it's been a job well done.
I think so. Well, I'm sure I saw you destroy one black egg. I didn't know where the other two went.
No, there was about
Oh,
30. He was yeeting them into the lava the entire time. That was when you
Yes,
went.
we ate them. Ow!
Yes,
I
I mean, there's not much left over from an egg when you drop it in the lava, dear Khan.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't see you steal them, but I wouldn't have seen you destroy them.
You would have seen him destroying about 30 odd eggs into lava. And there were about 30
you
red
would have
ones
had to have
grabbed.
been mighty suspicious to count all the eggs I was destroying to realise there's 4 missing.
Yeah,
That's something you would have had to actively watch out for.
Yeah, I was going to say, you did. There was just a clutch. You don't know exactly how many were there, but you saw him destroy about 30. So you'd have no idea he's got anything on him. So with that, as you head back now towards Forest Edge, they are... Oh, God, that smells awful. Sorry, it's just died outside by the smells of it.
Oh dear.
Don't lie, you shat yourself.
I wish that would be easy to deal with. So, with that, as you head back towards Forest Edge, leaving the volcanic area, which is, even as you spent a few hours here, fading slightly more away from not having its source. I will make proper item cards for everything else later as well. You're going to head back to Forest Edge, where... Oh, God. Sorry, that's really bad. I'm going to close the window.
What
Hang on.
happened?
Nothing.
Farted.
No, closing a window, mate. It smells like a sewage pipe just exploded outside my house.
You farted.
Either way works for you
Sewage-
guys.
the
You can pick
sewage
whatever you
pipe
want.
first. You shit yourself.
At the edge of the village, Toran is going to be waiting for you again.
I'm gonna take out 1 pound of red dragon egg shells and present them to her and say, "Job well done." I think we didn't see any signs of a red dragon.
This would be the man you were dealing with before when you met him at the edge of the village.
Show us to your leader.
Very well.
I think we should
Actually,
tell them we killed the red dragon doing this bit when we went in to kill the eggs.
We'll probably not get the payment if we admit to that
Well,
out of RP.
they're going to notice when all the things the dragon was stopping approaching
That
them. and not
sounds
going
like a
down.
them problem.
Well, you never know. They're hunters. They can track us.
But
might
they also
find us.
would have no idea we killed the dragon at all. Anyone could have killed the dragon.
And do we need payment, really?
Yes.
Yes.
I need to run a
56,000
museum.
gold, man.
I need to go back to Ainur and buy the west wing of the Ainur University and turn it into a museum.
the university is actually shaped entirely like an apple, with the headmaster's
But-
office being in the what do you call it? What's the thing that attaches an apple to the tree?
Like the stalk.
Yeah, the stalk. We'll go with that.
All right. Well, I'll make a museum in Iredell.
Fair enough. I was like, it being round is kind of hard to discern a wing. Anyway, so as he shows you back to the Hunter's Rest, or Hunter's Hall, sorry, and brings down the Green Dragonborn. Hunter's Rest is a different tavern. I've got way too many on this list. And brings down the Green Dragonborn woman you were speaking to before. Ah, hello. I understand you finished our little quest. Toran.
Certainly have.
I see.
We've destroyed many eggs, both black, red, and we destroyed one that was red and black. So
Red and black, you say? It's rare
yes,
for an actual hybrid to be born.
yeah. So we cleared it out. There was no signs of this red dragon, so it must have been out eating sheep or things dragons do.
Or maybe it's dead.
I'm going to say deception with advantage because you said there was no sign of it, but you already know otherwise.
I like that whenever Chris makes a noise or says anything on Discord, it comes up with like a picture of his face with that expression. It's I don't know. I find it funny.
Fair enough. 26. Okay. Okay. So with that, we're going to get... I see. Well, it was probably out hunting. You were gone a fair while longer than we expected. We thought you'd be in and out as quickly as possible.
We've got very keen ears, me being an elf and all. So we were fairly satisfied that we weren't going to be intruding. In fact, the entryway we may have barred up while we were in there in case of any nasty surprises. You see, I've got these, and I pull out my immovable rods.
Each one being
Oh
about
God, he's
5
got a
foot
stick
across.
out.
Yeah, but I've only pulled out 3. Who knows how many more are in the bag?
Okay. I see. Well, that's an impressive use for them. Still, I think a dragon might be able to push past, but if you were confident, you were confident. Looks like you got lucky today.
That's me. Lucky elf.
Okay. So with that, she's going to briefly say, and I believe you were staying the evening here. It's now late. It's now middle afternoon.
We
So
were going to. Do you guys want to stick around, or do you think we should go back and go back to Iredale?
The assigned note on a piece of vellum.
I mean, I might stay, but I can join you back at Iredale if you wish.
I'm also going to give you guys a quick reminder. After you dealt with that, you were planning to head over to the tower, because I think you've forgotten.
Oh yes. Oh, ever so sorry. Yes, we probably will want a room for the night. We may return to it later, though. We've actually got another errand to run in these parts.
I think you want your performance to do, haven't you, Minstrel?
No,
Oh, yeah.
because
The
my
townsfolk are getting quite excited about that. They've been spreading the word all day.
well, you may have missed the kerfuffle earlier, but my performance will no longer be happening. It was meant to happen before we parted, and everyone rudely rebuffed me and started talking about the pending quest, and I was rudely
Never
thrust out
mind.
the door.
Yeah,
So,
but you're trying to perform in an inn in the morning.
but-
It's not going to be any good, is it? There's no one there.
There was 40 people there, but besides the
Yeah,
point,
100
the poem I had prepared for performance is no longer appropriate.
I see. Very well.
So send everyone on their ways, disappointed, and you've got only yourselves to blame.
Okay. Make a... I'm going to roll something very quickly.
So I'll
I
do
would
a
like
performance later.
to attempt to do a performance.
Sure, go ahead. What
Yeah, I was
performance would you like to put on?
It's +1. I would like to say, "Here be dragons." They said. There were no dragons. I saw. Archie the Arcane Eye. He saw. My bum now is quite sore.
It's going to be met with a general round of laughter.
I was going to add in some dancing.
Fair enough. With the assistance of Khan, I'll just add that together and work it quick score. Okay, so with that, there's a general round of applause, and people seem disappointed that there wasn't a professional performance. But
I'm going to refuse any donations.
they weren't going to make any. I'm afraid. Sorry, they were promised something fantastic.
Hold on a second. I've already refused them before they offered, so I don't know whether or not they made them. I've refused them.
Fair enough.
I'm just going to assume they did.
At the end of your performance, you want to say, "Please, no applause, no coin," and just walk out the inn.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm going to stay in and drink now.
fair enough. So
Wait, don't we have a tower to get to?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we're not
Oh,
doing it
good.
yet. I'm not doing it yet. I'll do it next day, can we?
it's
to you guys.
midday, isn't it?
It's early afternoon.
It's a new
Well, we'd
dawn.
get there
It's
at night,
new
won't we?
day.
Quite
And I'm
far away.
feeling good.
You've got to arrange a boat over to there as well from
Hmm.
somewhere.
It's on that island, isn't it?
I see. Well,
Only one of you had a ship.
Tomta,
A few days' travel. So
Tomness, do you happen to have a boat?
We have some canoes we used to use.
Perfect. How much to hire them?
If you can bring them back shortly, you can borrow them for free.
Perhaps I have another offer. Perhaps we could tie these boats together and make one larger vessel and hire one of your folk as a pilot.
Pontoon skiff. Actually, the right term.
Yes.
or we could get a boat from Rivermouth.
You could if you wanted to go from there.
Oh, it seems easier route, isn't it?
Rivendell.
excuse me, good sir. So
Oh,
you may
yes.
have canoes, but
I do not.
shush. Does Rivermouth have more, say, sturdy ships at their perusal? I mean, you're local. You must have visited there in the past. You would know this.
I
say
know
with
they have.
open eyes.
I know they have a few reasonable-sized fishing vessels as well as their festival boats.
Well, perhaps it would be best that we do not borrow your canoes. I do like to travel in style, as you can expect.
He laughs quietly to himself and says, "Fishing boats are not travelling in style, my friend."
I was thinking a festival boat. Ha!
Oh, I don't know about you guys.
Fooled you.
But I don't fancy carrying canoe all the way to the coast either.
Well, that was what I was going to hire this this handsome fellow for. But if you have better ideas, then I'll go along.
It just seems a more straightforward route to go from Rivermouth to that Isala island.
I'll be honest, I don't have them.
Okay. So you can. Are we going to Rivermouth then?
Yep.
Are we walking or are we taking the route I'm expecting?
What's the route you're expecting?
You know what I mean. The teleportation book.
Oh,
Oh,
how
shit.
far away is Rivermouth? Well, let me try and find the map. How
You'd
do I
be
get to
hiking
the
back there for like another solid day at least.
That was a little bit metagamey because I've got the list of things on my sheet and I didn't even think to check it.
The
But-
Well,
list
you
of what?
teleported there to get here. I figured you'd remember.
I'm a very forgetful elf. I drink too much.
I
Yeah,
see.
we've been to Rivermouth.
Yeah.
If I was born a dwarf, that I would have been disowned because I had too much of an alcohol addiction.
I see. I
So-
see.
Oh, gentlemen, let's go to Rivermouth. Remember, we've got our way to get there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oi, quiet, quiet.
I was going to do some RP and get drunk and tell them everything.
Well, you can always do that at a later date.
If you're going to
We
do
won't come
RP, you
back
have
here
to
again,
do it in
so-
RP.
We won't come back again.
You never know what you might need.
I
to do
was
here.
honestly expecting you to do it just as we started because, again, hindsight. But shush,
What the hell are you doing?
really fucking annoying.
Mm.
I was gonna touch you and cast a curse so you could only speak in lies, but
Can you hear
you
that?
didn't.
Yes.
It's really loud.
Mm. It's louder than you speaking.
Really?
Are you
It's just
playing
me
it?
tapping on the.
Oh,
It's just me tapping on the side.
well, it's up to you guys. You can do what you.
I'm voting Rivermouth.
I vote Rivermouth, Rivendell.
And so I was just checking something.
Okay. And it's on you before. I'm guessing you're probably going.
Oh yeah, definitely going. But
Oh, okay.
I was just going to leave a note saying I killed the dragon.
Do you have any paper?
No, that's what I was checking.
Fair
I
enough.
don't have any.
If you want to ask me, I have paper.
Nah. Well, he's not going to help, surely.
Not going to help him expose the secret he doesn't want exposed.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother.
Why would I? Hold on. Why don't I want the secret exposed?
Or else,
Well,
you were considering agreeing, weren't you?
Presumably, we won't get paid. It'd be job incomplete.
Why?
Well,
Job fucked up.
equally,
I mean, Minstrel took eggs anyway, so it would be job fucked up.
also I'd like to point out, you already have the
Yeah, now.
completion note.
But word would travel. Our good reputation would be besmirched.
So
The reputation of the half moon elf who raised Dwarfhome to the ground.
So really, what
But nobody knows that. My reputation is founded on a lie. That's my whole character.
Well, they didn't say don't kill the dragon. They said they'd prefer if we didn't. But if we had no choice, then it wouldn't really matter.
I think it was heavily implied. Don't kill the dragon.
You can risk it, it's up to you. They asked you to try not to, but
Yeah.
obviously you're dealing with a dragon. If you have to kill it, you have to kill it.
I'm obviously not going to say a thing, and I'm very against telling the truth in this situation.
Because it would be very horrible of us to leave them exposed to attacks now that dragon's dead. But that was just my thinking behind it. Or Khan's, rather. I mean, I don't care personally. But...
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, everyone's trying to work out what they want to do, I think.
I thought we were going to Rivermouth.
Yeah, I'm already ready to go to Rivermouth. I'm just waiting.
So with that, we'll say you teleport through the book.
Can we go outside and maybe not in the middle
I
of
just quite like the idea of you guys just huddling in a corner in the tavern and disappearing, but...
I like that idea as well.
Yeah.
Bye!
Magic!
We are magicians, after all.
It's not that magic's a secret or anything, is it? So
Yeah.
I like to keep it a secret because I'm forced to carry this book, which I hate and
Not
want to
forced to.
burn.
I guess this conversation...
I tried to destroy it a couple of times, didn't I?
Did you?
I guess this conversation...
Yeah, when I first
No, you go.
when I first got it, because I hated it, and obviously it's plot
Oh,
important.
it just killed Tortilla, hadn't it?
Yeah, and it was plot important, so I couldn't get rid of it, and
It-
no one wanted to buy it.
It was magic, it wouldn't burn, but no one could tell it was magic, interestingly.
So, I mean, nah, it's been long
There-
enough
there
now.
are
I
ways to destroy it.
wouldn't still be trying to destroy it. It's been long enough now, I think.
Okay.
But
Yeah, there are
I'm
ways to destroy magic items.
I'm also very wary that it's a valuable artifact, and
Fair enough.
greedy eyes might be spying on me.
Well, we're carrying more gold than some people have seen their entire lives, so I don't think that's the problem.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
think
not.
we're carrying
I'm
more
not.
gold than everyone has seen ever.
But
How
the
much
point
does the horse
being,
cost?
if I get out a book and I can teleport, someone would go, "Oh, he's got a teleporting book."
I don't have to see it with a book if we're huddled in a corner. Wouldn't they just saw us disappear?
Makes a point, you could try and stealth it.
Anyway, are we going Rivermouth?
Yeah, so you want to duck outside and do it tucked into the nearest alleyway?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So teleporting from the nearest alleyway you find just behind the Hunter's Hall. You head to Rivermouth and are once again greeted by the sight of its gates. With the gentle sloping path leading down to the water's edge.
Well, I suppose we best go acquire us a vessel.
Aye.
I would like to head to the port.
You head to the shore.
I would
There's
like
not
to head to
exactly
the
a
shore.
port.
And are there any boats?
You can see one out on the water, and there's a few what appear to be rowboats pulled up onto the...
Are we?
I would
the
like
same...
to. Oh,
Sorry? Are we at the same...
Are we at the same shore where we killed the dragon?
No, you're way up the coast. You travelled
Okay.
down from there.
Yeah, because I was going to say, oh, there's a dragon corpse. Perhaps we should.
I'd like to summon Puck, pull Puck out of my pocket, and
Okay.
send him over to the boat and try to First of all, I'd like Puck to see who's on the boat.
There's a number of wood elves and one high elf or not high. Yeah, it is high elf. High elf on the boat, currently fishing up some fish, obviously.
All right. Can Puck carry things? Can he like touch things?
As much as he's an owl, isn't he?
Yeah. All right. In that case, I'll send Puck back, and I'm going to write a note, and I'm going to say, we would like to hire your ship, permission to board, and send Puck back with the note in his claws.
Okay, so what language have you written this note in? Hello?
Hi.
I'll have to assume common.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's gone again. So with the note having been written in common, the elves wave back to you and write a simple message saying, "Certainly, we shall be docking in shore this evening." And give this to your Puck and send him flying back across the water to you.
I will relay this information to the party. They'll be here this evening, so I suppose we have a couple of hours to kill. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you,
Yeah.
Darren. What would you like to do?
Sit in a tavern for a bit.
Okay.
Pass some time.
I'm just going to sit on the beach and read my book.
Sure, you can pass it. Good.
I am reading. I'm going to read one of Pyre's books, and I choose to read Meddling with History.
Okay. Are you proficient in history?
Let me check. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So it has no effect. So you're just reading it for fun. Okay. So whilst you've gone into the tavern, you're using your regular half moon elf form, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah.
The same one you always use normally. You're going to be recognised by the bartender. Ah, hello there. By yourself today?
My friends are here. They just not come to the tavern with me.
I see. Very good. What can I get you?
I will have 5 mugs of the finest ale.
He brings out 5 mugs of the cinnamon ale you drank last time you were here.
Merci beaucoup.
It's going to be 2.5 gold.
Okay.
Is there even any point in marking 2.5 gold on your character sheet when you've got 100,000?
I don't know when he could spend all of that on something huge if he wanted.
Yeah, just keeping track.
Also, if you're drinking all 5 pints,
Yes.
con save.
Con again. Okay.
Hold on, I've had 5 pints tonight.
To be honest, I've had 2.
I've been drinking since like 3 in the
Only 2 for
afternoon.
con, I think.
Oh dear. As you're now fairly inebriated. You're not looking great. However, still sitting up at the bar, just slightly drunk. A familiar figure is going to find her way over to you, and you are going to recognise Esmeralda, who is going to be looking sternly at you. And as her father walks to the other end of the bar to take your mugs out to the cleaning area, she's going to say, "Where's your friend Minstrel?"
Oh, he's outside somewhere. He is here. He's in Rivermouth.
Is he? As she rolls up her sleeves and begins.
Would you like me to go get him for you?
Oh, it's all right. I'm sure I'll find him.
Okay.
As she rolls up her sleeves and leaves the tavern. Minstrel, sitting on the beach. What's your passive perception for me?
10.
Okay.
Mine's 11. I'm on the beach as well.
Okay, then. In that case, for reference, Pyre, you are going to hear a angry set of footsteps coming up behind Minstrel. However, Minstrel, you're not going to notice them.
All right, I'm gonna look at Minstrel and I'm gonna say, "Oh, heads up! Some poor bugger's in trouble. That lady's on the warpath." Before I notice her walking towards Minstrel.
Can
At which
I
point you are going to.
can I let out a hearty sigh already foreseeing what this is about and why? Just,
Sure.
Here we go again. I'm well versed in this. Don't you worry.
Khan and Pi, I don't know why though.
No.
No, all I've seen is an angry woman.
Approaching
By the
him,
way, can I? Before she turns up, I've changed my book I'm reading to How to Marry the King's Daughter.
Fair enough. That's fine.
And to be fair,
that's a storybook. To be fair,
Paya doesn't know who she is. I also don't know who she is because I can't remember.
She's the one he had a
the
day with.
innkeeper's daughter. Yeah, the one he not only seduced and then failed to do anything with, then used magic to make her believe otherwise.
Which I assume is now worn off. Which is why
Oh
she-
yeah, some time ago. Mitchell, you're going to take a large tray to the back of the head. I'm going to need I'm going to say con saving throw.
Ow!
It's not
I
particularly
missed that.
high.
What happened? What happened?
She
Oh,
hit him
with-
with the tray.
She hit him with the drink tray.
I'd like to.
You actually go sprawling into the sand.
Do I get a mouthful of sand as well?
You get a mouth and eyes and nose full of sand. You are considered
would like
temporarily
to-
blinded.
I would like to light a flame in my hand and say, "Stay your hand, good wife. What is your quarrel with this elf?"
She's going to lean in closer to you because she doesn't want to shout this for reasons which will become obvious, and whisper the events which transpire between Minstrel. Obviously, him seducing her, failing to perform, and then using magic to trick her into thinking otherwise.
I see what a cad this man is, but I must say, I am bound to protect him as he is my companion. Perhaps we could come to some kind of a monetary compensation?
She's going to retort very
Can
quickly.
I start lifting myself up out of the sands?
You
kind of-
can while this is going on. You've got to clear your mouth and nose first, so we'll say we've got 18 seconds for this, roughly, to get it all out of your eyes and things, before you're not blind anymore. And she says, how about we come to a fair agreement? I only beat him half to death.
Well, how do you measure death exactly?
I hit him a few more times and we see how this goes.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that. I'm sure it is well deserved. I know this man, but I can't have you harm him. His life is in my hands and mine in his.
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh.
Am I up yet?
We're going to say you'll be up at the end of this and I'll be determining the final thing at the end of this brief encounter from this.
That is a plus.
Take a beating like a man. Take a beating from a woman.
No,
No,
like a man.
I've got something good for this. I think.
Right, persuasion is -1.
Oh, -1, okay.
Blimey. Ooh.
0, natural 1. She's going
Nice.
to exasperatedly sigh and fling the tray towards Minstrel. At which point, Minstrel, I will need a dex saving throw before storming off.
That's a nice one for him.
Do I get an opportunity to say something before she storms off?
Whilst or after dodging the tray while she's walking away, sure. 20. You do manage to dodge the tray as it now skids
Right.
across the sands.
And what I say will be charm person.
Just gonna make her angrier next time.
Just digging yourself into a deeper and deeper hole with this. Okay, what's the save?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
14.
15's a DC.
You just made it. Also, is that right? Shouldn't you have increased that to 16 by now?
No, because I'm only +4 charisma, aren't I?
Yeah, 4 charisma and your 4 proficiency?
Yeah.
8 plus
Onto
8.
Oh
8
shit!
plus 8, 16, yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
See, I do keep track of this stuff.
And
Okay.
My proficiency.
I love you too. Thank you for an amazing night. She presumably has slowed down her angry walk away.
Yeah.
And she now regards me as a friendly acquaintance.
He's no longer angry with you, but
And I'm going to turn to Pyre and quietly say, Charm's only got an hour.
I see. Can I look at the
luckily
boat
for you,
and see how
the fishing boat is now on its way in at this point.
good? I would also like to hand her a pouch of 30 gold pieces.
Fair enough. You hand over a few coins and she takes them back to the bar.
Can
Still-
I hand her something as well?
You're welcome to.
I hand her one vial of venom and say, "This is venom, just in case you're pregnant."
That'd kill her, wouldn't it?
She's a commoner, so probably.
Wow.
Just wow. Okay. I can't even react to that properly.
She's going to use that venom and she's going to stab you with it. I love how Minstrel survived like all of these things. Every other character has died, and then Minstrel's death is just going to be to an angry, woman.
Angry woman.
He shagged her
She's a commoner. She wasn't going to do much damage.
with his own, yeah, but with his own venom.
Oh God. Okay. Moving on. The fishing boat has now come in, and we'll say Khan's now checking
No.
outside the door.
Nah, they need to go get her.
Have I got a timepiece?
Nothing accurate, but you'd be able to measure time passing by the sun.
Yeah, I'm keeping a very close eye on the sun.
You reckon you have till sunset, and it's just cusping the horizon.
I'm going to say they need to go back and get Khan.
Okay, so Khan's not leaving the tavern.
She was drunk. So.
You're also drunk, yeah?
Well,
gonna
the
be
boat's
interesting
here,
to
so
get
I suppose.
I missed all of that. It all came at once.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he's DC'd again, I think.
Okay.
No, I'm here. I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were all talking at once, so I.
Stopped. Okay. No, okay. The boat, I'm going to call Captain, is going to call out and say, Hale, you were wishing to rent the boat, I believe.
Yes, that was me. I trust you met my pet Puck. He's
Yes.
a trusty companion.
Interesting, Al.
Handsome fellow, isn't he?
Where were you wanting to go?
We were actually wanting to go to. Well, I don't suppose you've spotted a large tower falling
yeah.
down from the sky.
The one just off from Miss Sala.
Yes, that would be the one. Yes, if you could take us there, you would be rewarded greatly. If you could hover there and take us back afterwards, and perhaps if you have room in your holds for any loot that we may have, we may take. You could.
I could certainly
Well-
manage that. Just
Yeah.
sitting around for the evening while you're climbing.
Yes, just make sure you stay afloat.
Yes, I'm sure it'll be fine. I shall remain on board the ship so we can sail away if things become dangerous.
Well, don't sail away without us.
If it's you or the boat, it's the boat, I'm afraid, my friends. Unless you're paying particularly well.
Well, I was just about to say, I fear you don't quite realise how rich we are, I say as I pull out a literal fistful of gems.
I see.
And
Well, if you're paying with those, I'd certainly be glad to wait there regardless of the danger.
these gems may be the tip, if it goes well. I'll pay you in gold,
I see.
and I show him some gold. How much gold do you want?
I'd say if we're going to be allowed to flee should things become dangerous, 100 gold, and if you want us to stay, 500.
Oh, that's far too much, I say, and I turn my back and leave. No, I'm joking. I give him 100 gold there and then. In fact, no,
Okay.
I give him 5 gold there and then.
500 gold, okay. So, I see. Would you be wanting to leave immediately?
Yes, and while we're on our way over to the tower, I wonder how much.
I lost you there. He's gone. Okay, we'll say, Minstrel, do you want to
There
go
he
get... Oh, no, he's back.
Yeah, you need to get
No,
Khan.
I do not want to go get Khan
Okay.
because I am obviously avoiding the inn as much as possible.
Yeah, you've got the
I'm
rest of
going
the
to
hour.
say, can I say? Oh, by the way, hold on. You're going to like
Yeah,
this,
but-
Craig.
Okay.
Captain, what's your name?
My name is Tommen.
Greetings, Tomna. My name is Gwydion Pyre.
I actually gave him a regular name, and you guys still get it wrong.
Tomness,
What
do you mind going out getting our drunk comrade from the bar? That'd be another 20 gold tip in it for you.
Very well. What do they look like?
She's a moody looking wood elf. Carries a bow. Tends to drink a lot.
Well,
Just
shouldn't be
recently.
too hard. Thankfully, most people have left from the festival, so there shouldn't be too many patrons. I'll
Although-
see what.
Just for sake of the ease for this, she's a half moon elf.
Fair enough. At the
present.
moment, yeah. I was gonna say,
Not the wood elf he asked him to go look for,
fair enough.
because he wouldn't know that. So,
Yeah, he would know the difference.
Commoners are racist. Thankfully, he'd probably just go.
He's a high
"Elf."
elf. He's a high elf, so not so much. Okay, so Tommen is going to head up.
High elves.
He's going to head up to the tavern, and having looked around at the 4 patrons, 3 of whom he recognizes, is going to guess at Khan being the one and approach. Hail there, young lady. Would you be friends with some odd fellows out on the shore?
rape,
What?
rape. Unhand me, you brute.
He hasn't touched you. He's walked up to you and said hello so far. But at which point the other patrons are going to be looking over confused as to what their friend is doing.
What do you want from me, you dirty sailor?
Your friends are waiting for you on the shore.
Lead the way.
It just goes from rape to following a stranger out of a bar in 10 seconds.
Drunk.
Imagine what that would look like to the other patrons. Rape! Rape!
Lead the
All right,
way.
I'll come with you.
Yeah, I was going to say, all right, just go on with it. I'm not going to question that because I want to get to
Depending
this.
on my, because it was quite a low con save, you have to like carry her.
You're going to be staggering, but you're going to be moving. Also, be aware if you start combat in this state, you're going to be disadvantaged on every attack roll. As you get down towards the shore after about 5 minutes, the sun is now about halfway down. As they begin loading the boat up with a few supplies to get you across, they say, Tommen turns and says, "It'll be about 8-9 hours across to get to Isala from here, provided the winds are fair and favourable." As you
I shall
all
sleep
board
on my
the boat,
drink.
yeah, can't have another con save since you're also going to be on the sea and drunk. The two don't go well together.
Won't work.
Nope, you moved the thing in the wrong place. Close.
By the way, what I was asking when I
Oh, shit.
disconnected was
Oh, sure, go ahead.
sorry, I've forgotten the captain's name again.
Tommen.
Thomas.
Tommen.
Tomness.
Tommen.
Tomness.
One of Cersei's
Tommen.
kids in Game of Thrones. Thank you.
Joffrey.
No, the other one.
Oh, I can't remember what her name was. The one who went
yeah,
down.
no one remembers that one who died.
Anyway, Tommen. I've recently come into quite a lot of wealth. How much would it cost to hire your boat on a more permanent basis?
Well, if you just wanted sailing around the shores around here, I'd be happy to. I don't know if it's nothing dangerous. I'd say 100 gold a month. If it's dangerous, that would obviously be higher. But if you were looking to purchase your own boat, if it's a lot of wealth, you could certainly buy more. And a far greater boat as well.
By a whole crew.
Certainly. A reasonable sized ship, say a sloop or something with some defences on it. If you're particularly wealthy, would be about 8,000-9,000 gold.
Well, very interesting. Perhaps that's something for another time, but I will let you know that I am interested in hiring a crew at some point in the near future. So if you prove yourself worthy on this trip, Perhaps you could be the one, and I promise you should be well paid, not only in gold but also in fire. Whoops, I farted.
Make a persuasion roll. I'm going to say
I
because of
farted.
the persuasion roll.
I farted in game.
Okay, in that case, with disadvantage.
A roll of persuasion.
Yep.
Oh,
so
God.
what's your charisma?
-1. -1.
With disadvantage, that could be terrible.
20.
KL1.
Yeah.
2d20
KL1.
-1.
14, actually, not bad.
That's two good rolls.
Natural 20.
Yeah, natural 20, but unfortunately, with disadvantage, it's 14. So,
By the way, did you guys actually hear me fart on Discord?
No.
no, I heard you
Oh,
say
my mic's-
fire under your breath.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
That's what I heard. That's why I was going to give you disadvantage originally, but
Yeah. Well, boats are flammable, I suppose. As
very.
Rambler knows.
Anyways, I see. Well, I've never captained a ship much larger than this, but I'd be happy to give it a try. As you now set sail, you can consider this a long rest as well. So, Khan, with that 4, unfortunately, you're going to spend the first half of the voyage vomiting over the edge. If you've expended any spell slots, you're not getting them back.
I haven't. That's okay.
Okay,
I can do my own portent.
you can.
Oh, that's
10 and a
shit.
7. It's not that different than the other one I gave.
Can I just keep the old one? Oh, I suppose I can't now. I've rolled.
No, you've rolled new ones. If you hadn't said anything, I wouldn't have bothered with it. Okay, so Minstrel, you've got spell slots back, same for Pyre. As you now, the next morning-ish, just as the sun's coming up, make sure to the small island south of Isala. The tower, scaling up about 50 feet in front of you, solid and faintly blue, is going to be standing ahead of you. I need to pull up the right sheet for this. Okay.
Is the tower on the island itself, or is it out to sea?
It's in the centre of the island.
How big is the island?
The whole thing's probably about 100 feet across. It's not huge.
Are there any other structures or signs of civilization on the island?
There are not. It's a desert island. There's a couple of palm trees. It's lovely.
Right.
to be fair.
Well, Tomnus, if you wouldn't mind, Tommen, if you wouldn't mind anchoring here, I shall contact you with Puck if we need any help or if we need to tell you to flee. And may we borrow one of your life rafts to head ashore?
We shall leave the. He takes out a small rowboat big enough for about realistically 2 people, but you could cram 3 in there if you were desperate.
But we've got 4.
Well, Khan can shrink down a tiny bit.
4.
I suppose Mary Bannerlow doesn't actually take any space.
Oh, he kind of
And
moves
Puck
by.
can fly.
Yeah. Realistically, you're fine. Okay, so he leaves that on the coast next to him. He puts that out to the coast so you can row yourselves ashore.
Well, yeah, I was just about to say, who's going to row? Because Pyre isn't.
Minstrel
Can't.
definitely wouldn't.
Khan's strong, so I guess
Okay, we'll have an athletics check from Khan then
guess,
to row you ashore.
guess Khan would. If I check my athletics, cool.
It's strength plus if you're proficient, yeah. 16. Okay, it takes you about 5 minutes to get the last 50 feet into shore. It's not too bad. The waters are fairly calm around here. It's semi-tropical, in fact. As you approach the shore, you can now see much clearer the tower. There appears to be a door on the same side you've landed, and there are no windows, and the structure is somewhat terrifying. It looms over this island unnatural and definitely not supposed to be there.
Although because Khan didn't miss the session, but I did. So what's the purpose of the towers? Where they come from? I missed that.
They're part of the big one, which dropped into basically there's something you need to collect from each tower to open up the door of the main tower.
Okay, cool.
They all dropped from the sky during that earthquake event.
All right, yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
That's
So,
actually
You alright?
I was just going to say I'm going to steal that idea for my campaign.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's a nice idea. Okay, so with that, what are we doing? Do we want to head inside? Do we want to look round?
I would like to inspect the tower.
Okay,
For
make an
magic.
Oh, okay, Arcana check then.
I was going to say I would like to inspect it for any kind of magic, essence, and also any doors and windows.
I already mentioned there were no door. There's no windows, but there are doors.
Oh,
One door at the front. It's 50
Okay.
foot tall, roughly as well.
someone roll
make
me
the
a
Arcana check.
D20. Someone roll me a D20 plus 8. Please.
Going.
Oh.
No, we both got
19 or 21s.
We'll say Khan, you got there first. We'll take the 21. The entire thing is made out of magical stone, certainly. It's otherworldly and not exactly where you'd want to be, as it seems to give off a faint, cold essence as well.
This place gives me the chills, literally and figuratively. I don't trust it.
Nothing that a little fire can't fix.
Well, I don't know. I would like to cast Firebolt at the tower.
Okay. It bounces off the stone and just dissipates quickly.
Well, it appears your theory is not quite to scratch, young minstrel.
See,
can-
perhaps we should go and knock.
Before we head any further, is everyone okay to stay for a bit longer? Because I reckon the tower will take about half hour.
Honestly,
if not,
probably
we'll call it here.
might be better to call it here, to be honest. 'Cause,
Okay.
Yes, fine by me.
Yeah, we'll call it as you're about to enter the tower then. That's fine.
yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I'm obviously I'm
Okay.
not at home.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You
Yeah.
don't want to be keeping people up. No worries. I
Gotta
shall do
get to the Fat
experience.
Cat pub.
I shall do experience at the end after this.